Alright, so we totally did not split this up. Be sure to fix that in editing. Damn, I don't remember what joke we were making about narrative non-VN to dovetail the two separate videos, but so be it. We have best narrative non-VN, which is all games that aren't visual novels that have narratives.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Which I heard you had a favorite pick, bro.
I do. So let me unveil my pick for best narrative non-visual novel. It's A Mortician's Tale by Laundry Bear Games.
What?
That's right. Yeah, this game was really interesting. It was a premium game that we got at some point, so it's got a little bit more production value probably than a lot of the games we play, but I think the narrative was definitely a standout in this game. I liked the angle of you're playing as a mortician who's kind of figuring out her identity and also her place in like the industry of morticians or mortuaries, I guess, and that actually is like a major like plot point, just the business end of things, and but that pays off in the end. I guess I won't spoil it or anything, but I thought it was just a really nice, like, unique story that I hadn't really considered, but it was really, really satisfying. I liked it a lot.
Sam, I really enjoyed it. Aside from the very confusing stream of emails you get, really liked the narrative of the game too. I thought it was really neat to see a game where you play as a mortician, because, well, I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say I've never seen it, and I don't think any other game has you playing as a mortician, because it's kind of morbid and weird, but that's what makes it so unique, is that you're playing the angle of a mortician, which, I mean, I learned a lot about the position of mortician. I didn't know all the shit you had to do to prepare the body and all that stuff.
Right.
So it was equally educational, which I enjoyed. I do like, it's kind of incidental to the overarching narrative, but I like the small talk you can make with the people at the funerals, because it really does reflect what people say at actual funerals. Kind of awkward chit-chat they have.
I like that a lot too. Even though your character is dealing with death on a daily basis, I got the feeling that she probably realized that people don't want to really talk about the death, so they're kind of like talking about whatever. Well, all right. Well, that's my pick. So what's your pick for the best narrative of a non-visual novel?
Oh, mine is this game right here. Oh shit!
Oh my god! What the hell?
What the hell?
Wow!
What the hell? You did not pick that game, bro.
I can't believe you just went there, but okay, yeah.
I picked Dr. Signal's Strange Machine by Caramel, which, oh man, I don't remember which. Oh yeah, I do, because it was so bizarre. It was submitted for Dinosaur, parentheses, a Bitsy Jam, I think a year or so ago, and we checked it out this year. And it's a great little game, even with the limitations Bitsy puts on what kind of game you can make. I think it's because of that more was done narratively to make the game interesting and enjoyable, because you clearly can't make some crazy fantastical game with Bitsy. So the strong suit of the game is in its narrative, which follows Dr. Signal and her struggles to lead this colony of people after the Great Collapse or Apocalypse or whatever you want to call it. She struggles with being a leader and having self-doubt, and I thought it was very well written, and using this dinosaur as an analog to Dr. Signal I thought was a pretty creative use of the dinosaur that you had to use in your jam game. And I won't spoil the ending, but the way it wraps up is very nice. very forward-looking and satisfying.
It's a great pick. This one was really great to read through, and yeah, I mean, it was such a fresh like story, like talking to the bones of a dinosaur, and it had like a very like normal way of speaking to you. You know, it's like oh hey, what's up? You know, which I loved, and there was like great dialogue with the other NPCs too. The whole thing was great right up until the end. No shock, because Caramel's other games have been really fantastic as well. So yeah, I like this one a lot too.
Yeah, I always think about games like this, narrative aside, because the game is so heavy on dialogue and so light on gameplay. I wondered to myself if it is a visual novel, just in disguise as a bitsy game. And the same kind of goes for Red Trees, where it uses the RPG Maker engine, but the way the game plays out, it's much more like a walking simulator than anything. But people might not classify it as that immediately because you're playing from an overhead view instead of like the first-person view traditionally seen in walking simulators. This is all to say that it's kind of blurry what is and isn't a visual novel nowadays, because a lot of visual novels nowadays have a little something mixed in, like Great Plague, we would say is a visual novel, but it has those little granuloma puzzles or you know, action sequences, and that's clearly not visual novel. So it's all just very gray and muddy, but I guess I would just classify this as a very story-heavy game.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a thin, blurry line that divides, you know, these things in particular, and also many other genres. I guess we're just going with the traditional definition of a VN, you know, where it's like dialogue boxes and maybe some portraits or whatever. In any case, this game has a great narrative for sure.
Oh, well, you know what? What better way to end the narrative segment with the best ending? Ha 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 ha.
Well, that would be great, but we got to talk about the honorable mentions first.
Oh, fuck you. Thought I was gonna get away with it.
Oh yeah, you tried to pull one over my eyes, pull the wool over my eyes, but you couldn't.
Alright, well there you go. Honorable mentions. Alright, next.
Oh no.
So, for honorable mentions, we have P.E. Noir by Picogram, Electric Highways by Zcovity, and 1 Week My Room by Joyato. So, P.E. Noir was a very fun, very cute point-and-click game. The overarching narrative of you playing as this kid who really fancies themselves some 1940s hardened noir detective was really fucking hilarious and cute, and just how woke this kid is to the system and all this other stuff. Oh man, it just put a smile on my face how well it was written and how funny it was.
Yeah, it's a really good, very endearing little adventure game for sure. I like that one a lot too.
It has a lot of cute little side narratives with all the other characters going on, which I don't think I'll talk about too much just for fear of spoiling stuff. I definitely don't want to talk about like the ending or anything like that. But trust us, trust indie hunters that it's a good game, okay?
Yeah.
Bitch.
Take our word for it, right?
We also got Electric Highways, which was a rather mysterious narrative experience.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was a small amount of setup. You know, it's pretty much like you put on a headset and then you just experience the whole thing, and everything that you play is pretty much the narrative. And it's like a series of 90s first-person shooter levels that you're going through. So yeah, that's an odd duck, but it was one of the more thought-provoking experiences we had on Anti Hunters last year.
Yeah, I guess we should say we ourselves did not put on a headset or whatever.
No. Yeah.
The setup is that the protagonist in the game made these game levels and is about to release them to the public. So he puts on his VR headset and goes into these worlds to check them out before 30 minutes are up and they're released. And it's pretty crazy how you play the game and that kind of falls to the wayside, only to be brought up back at the end. But I think it's kind of apropos for such a strange game. It's like a bizarre trip that you wake up from, just like the protagonist has at the end of it. And One Week My Room, a game with a narrative that is divulged to the player in a very interesting way.
Yeah. There are multiple endings, and it also had kind of a mystery-solving element, which was cool. You'd get like these newspaper clippings or just different things that would reveal bits and pieces of what's happening behind the scenes. But those things that you would get, that's pretty much it, other than what little would happen each day. The game progresses in days, and you pretty much like do one thing per day and then go to sleep. Yeah, that one was nice. I like the way it did a lot of showing as opposed to telling. Like even the documents that you would get, they didn't spell it out for you. You had to kind of read between the lines for a lot of it. It was satisfying. Yeah,
very interesting, the method of delivering this narrative. It felt like you had to piece it backwards, like get to the end for anything to make sense and start retroactively piecing together this story until you're able to reach the quote-unquote good ending. Pretty interesting, and I say excellent work.
Yes.
Speaking of excellent, we have excellent endings. Oh, should I have done that? Alliterate the category names?
That would have been cool, but would have been perhaps a little cringe as well.
Cringe as well. Bruh, you run Phobos Friday, like...
I know, yeah. It is. I mean, I think it is cringe that I do that, so I apologize to everybody.
Yeah, well, thank God you weren't relegated to Tuesday or something. Phobos Tuesday.
I know, yeah. That would just been the worst. I wouldn't know what to do with myself.
I think you need to tell us what your ending is, bruh.
Alright, here we go. So my pick for the best ending of an Indie Hunters game in 2020 is A Mortician's Tale by Laundry Bear Games. Again.
Bruh, twice? Oh my god.
Yeah, well...
Whoa. Illegal.
Yeah, I know that just blew everybody's mind. But, I mean, I don't know. I didn't want to spoil anything in the last award. I kind of don't want to this time either. But I think I'll just say, like, again, I really like the way it wrapped up. What can I say without spoiling anything?
It had a good message at the end.
Yeah, that's a good little bow to put on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Not a quite happy ending, but a positive ending, if that makes sense. Yeah, I was all ready to talk about it, but yeah, I guess it's better to not spoil anything.
I guess we'll just leave it at that. I like the way it wrapped up. It was definitely a positive note, and it was satisfying. I liked it.
I guess if anything, you can watch the Indie Hunters video to see the ending if you're extremely morbidly curious.
There you go.
But yeah, very good. Excellente pick. And wow, you're playing with dead bodies. That's cool, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Very, very, very cool poggers.
Extremely.
So my pick was The Curse of the Cursed Mummy by Cursed Sammy. Cursed. A lot of cursing going on. I don't know if you'd call this best ending or best endings, but if I have to pick one ending, I think you know which ending it is in this game.
That's right. There was one really good one.
Yeah, the whole game is a hoot. Just over-the-top hilarious, over-the-top wacky. And one of the most iconic endings is the mummy has Indiana Jones in his grip, and he has the choice to dispatch of him as he pleases. And one of the options is to punch him like really hard. And if you do that, I think it'll show right now.
We're gonna see it. Here we go.
Ooh, damn, fatality.
Ooh.
punch him in the nuts. I mean, you can't beat that. You can't beat it. Punch in the nuts, all right? And that's the end of the game.
Yeah. He basically died from the impact.
I don't think he dies, because he also has his keys turned into little vipers, so I think he does experience the agony of that as well. So he probably limps home and passes out from nut pain.
The testicle trauma.
So yeah, pretty straightforward, just a funny, well done ending. And so were these honorable mentions. Well, maybe they weren't funny, but you know.
Yeah.
So we got Contract Demon by Nami, Cursed 2 by Disaster Squad, oh my god, and Dr. Signal's Strange Machine by Caramel. So Contract Demon, have we talked about it yet?
We talked about it a little bit. I think I picked it for my VN narrative pick.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm totally not forgetting because that was just a couple hours ago, you know? Yeah, you know, bro.
Yeah, or even minutes, yeah.
Oh my god. So yeah, it very cute visual novel. Very nice ending. Do we spoil it? Oh fuck.
It's hard. I guess I would just say that it was satisfying. I just like the way it wrapped up.
Yeah, wraps up very well, satisfying, very cute, and a very happy ending, and funny too. It's got some humor thrown into the mix, and it's a pretty simple ending compared to Romance Detective, where that shit, oh my god, the stakes are very high with that one. Here, not so much, but you love the characters, and you love to see them wrap up things like they do.
Yep, absolutely.
Curse 2? Well, which ending are you talking about, bro? Oh my god. So yeah, Curse 2, action horror game. It has a bad ending and good ending, which is pretty neat to see with Itch.io games, that there is so much content to be had in one single game. And the good ending is very satisfying. Kind of goes without saying, you come out as the hero and win, so to speak. But, oh man, this is a really awkward category to talk about because I don't want to spoil anything either.
I'll have to take this into consideration with next year's awards. But not to spend too much time on it, I guess. Yeah, it was really exhilarating, I think, is a good word to say. The whole climax of Curse 2.
Yeah, the struggle and fight that preceded really makes the ending feel rewarding. And you feel like a fucking badass, because you killed beep, you know. Right. And Dr. Signal's Strange Machine also was a very good ending. Very, very caramelly, I would say, in that it has a slight tinge of sadness to it, but it's always hopeful in the end. And leaves you with a good feeling, like the other games in the Caramel extended universe.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my shit. Well, Cutest Game, bro. Yeah.
How's that for a segue?
Yeah. Talking about very, very cute, very kawaii games that we played in 2020. Which there were quite a few, so as silly as the category is, there was quite a bit of competition for it.
Yeah, we played a lot of cute games out there.
Curse 2.
Curse 2's extremely cute. Yeah, it goes without saying. I think I'm gonna tell you about my pick for the cutest game. What do you think about that?
I think, bruh, you should do that.
Oh, well, in that case, let me tell you about it. My pick for cutest game was Bake Care by Race Spark.
Hackers.
Bake Care was a very short and sweet little game that we played. We talked about it a little bit already, but just the look of everything and the palette was extremely pleasing, and the design of Chippany, yeah, she was extremely cute. Everything about it was just so nice and harmonious and just really darn cute.
Yeah, Chippany getting her name from the mole she has, and she's called Chippany. That's so funny. Very cute.
Yeah.
The whole game's adorable, and so is the premise of making cookies. You're just making cookies. And yeah, actually it's pretty fucking hardcore, bro. There's many ways to fuck up the recipe and get the shit cookie, so
yeah, it's basically the hardcore roguelike experience that we've all been waiting for.
yeah, cute but deadly. Yeah, really cute. The aesthetics is also very cute, and it was a good pick that embodies cute very well, bro.
Thank you very much, but
I
want to know what your pick is for Cutest Game.
It is Curse 2. Oh my god. I'm like, Curse 2 is like the last fucking game for Cutest Game. Oh my god. All the horrendous shit in that game. Yeah, my pick for Cutest Game was Christmas in the Coral Caves. Oh, by Kitten Master. My bad. That was just a fun little game that you can break out every Christmas and play. It's got some cute characters, very cute dialogue. I think my favorite part is that you have to collect 5 mittens for the Starfish Kid for Junior. Like that right there is very funny, very cute, and it extends to the whole game. And I also thought the poem that Aubrey-Anne wrote for the page as the lore for the game was also a very cute touch. Very nice to see that it included in there. The premise is also very cute, that Santa cannot continue the job, so he passes it on to Fish, who has to save the day.
Yeah, it had some great little moments, like giving 5 mittens to the starfish so his star points don't get cold.
Star points.
Yeah, everything about it, everything is so amazingly cute. I can't help but agree with you on this one. It's really cute.
Bro, the jellyfish wants peanut butter, and he's gonna talk to breadfish about it.
That's right, yeah.
Let's talk about the cute honorable mentions. Slice of Scythe by Cinnamon, Contract Demon by Nami, and The Fish Market by Grace Bruxner. So Slice of Scythe, Ludum Dare game, I believe. I don't remember exactly which one, but you play as the niece or something of death, and you want a hat. So you need to earn money to get the hat, or you need to get souls to buy the hat, or something along those lines. It's a very cute premise with very cute artwork, and the ending's very cute. I'll just spoil it. You get the hat. It's a very cute little ending art that you get.
Yeah, that one's a funny little story. You're doing like these odd jobs, you know, and I love the setup of that one. It was super cute.
Yeah, also super cute is getting pwned by Insta math problems, bro.
That was definitely a highlight.
The jobs themselves are very cute, having to solve some dude's Instagram math problem, or fetching groceries for somebody, or delivering a love letter because the writer of the letter is too nervous. Very cute stuff. And Contract Demon by Nami is, I mean, you just need to look at the fucking Itch.io thumbnail to know the game's cute. But the interactions, Eleni, I believe her name is, Eleni and Kamala, are very cute. Very funny too. Eleni herself is just a little cutie, just very funny. Bundle of energy kind of character. And Oleg very cute.
Oh yeah, cutest one.
Oleg. Oleg. There's no I in that name.
Yeah, I don't know how I got Oleg from that.
All around cute game, but that's kind of the MO of Nami.
Yeah, definitely. Super cute, super sweet.
And The Fish Market by Grace Bruxner. Well, the premise itself is pretty cute. That you have the fish market, but it's a market run by a bunch of fish. Ah ha ha ha. It's clever. And that extends to the shops you have in the fish market that are all a bunch of jokes or puns or things like that, and it's all very cute, very funny, and well done.
Absolutely.
And whoa, speaking of not cute, we have Scariest Game. So tell me, the big baby you are, what was the scariest game you played?
Well, I'm a very easily scared gamer, but keeping that in mind, my scariest game that I played for 2020 was
Short Hike.
Vermis Re by Paragon Earth. Short Hike was pretty scary too. Yeah, this one was a remake of one that we played the previous year. That one had a scare for me, and this one also had a scare for me. At least a couple, actually. I definitely got scared. The point where you have to look at the statue, and then a point later on where something's chasing you through a maze. I didn't know the way through the maze, and that was pretty tense. So yeah, it's a really cool indie horror game that has a focus on puzzles as opposed to like jump scares. But the scares that are in there, I really thought were well done. So hats off to Paragon Earth for that one. I really like that one.
Damn. Yeah, you got scared and you were like, damn, that chick.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I said.
Yeah, I agree. The scares were very well done, and I think they were augmented by by the atmosphere of the game, where you're just alone in this desolate castle. It's so big and so empty that it's ripe for some pretty good scares. It's so void of any other entities in there. When something does happen, it's pretty creepy. I think that our previous playthrough augmented the scares because it set up expectations for the game that were subverted by the changes Paragon Earth made to this version of the game. So you expect, oh, I'm gonna go into this room, nothing's gonna happen because nothing happened in the original. Oh, wrong. And you get blown the fuck out.
Exactly, yeah.
And that's pretty cool. Might not be able to happen with every game because not every game's gonna get remade, but it's pretty cool to see. It definitely got me a couple times with a particular statue and with a particular scene in a dark corridor. I'll just say that.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I guess the only bad thing is those happened offline when I was first playing it. And were not captured on stream, so I'm not looking like a big baby for the internet to laugh at me.
Well, you know what? I'm okay with that. I've accepted it. I accepted it a long time ago when I took my oath as a streamer. So that's fine.
Yeah, if anything, looking like a giant baby on the internet helps your stream in or your YouTube channel or whatever.
That's true. That's what I've gathered.
Bro, it was so scary, bro. I was playing The Night That Speaks. I was crying, man. It was so damn scary.
Oh, God.
Well, scary, yes, but not as scary as my scary pick of Scary 20, which was, Curse 2. Oh, shit, scary.
Oh, my God.
Scary with a capital C. That C belonging to Curse 2.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, this game has its fair share of gotcha scares and in places you wouldn't expect it, or with interactions you wouldn't expect. You'll do something innocuous and it'll bite you in the butt later on, which is a lot more clever than just having some random bullshit jump scare come out at you because you opened a door or because you just picked up an item. I kind of want to share it. Okay. Minor spoiler, but one of the scares I really like is that if you go into the gas station there and you hit the gas attendant there with the hammer and go back to your truck, he'll burst through your windshield and kill you. Just as an example of the way you can just fuck about and not think too much of it, and then oh, a couple minutes later you're fucked. And there's a couple of those throughout the game. Really like that. And just the whole game is kind of foreboding and scary. Just the atmosphere of this town that's been taken over by an evil entity. It all works very well and made me piss my pants.
Wow. Yeah.
It's like the developer played a horror game or two and knew what they were doing when they created the game.
That seems to be the case.
Yeah. The developer should keep at it and make a sequel to Curse 2 and call it Curse 3.
I agree. Yeah, definitely. Just keep at it.
Other people who should keep at it because they made pretty damn scary games include... Oh, Faith Chapter 2 by Erdor, I'm Scared by Ivan Zanotti, and Try to Fall Asleep by Amber Drop. So, Faith Chapter 2. Yeah, Erdorf should keep at it and make a sequel called Faith Chapter 3.
Yeah. I mean, that's, who knows what'll happen in the future, but I agree. They should definitely just give it a try. Maybe it'll work out.
Yeah, Faith, very, very scary, just like Faith 1. A lot of that owing to the creepy aesthetic the game has going on with this old-ass looking Atari Apple computer thing. The monsters that are in this game are just so creepy and unsettling and fascinating how scary you can make a blob of pixels.
Mm-hmm.
With the right atmosphere and the right sounds, you can... Oh man, it's just creepy. And it's cool. It's very effective.
Yeah, there's a couple of really, really good sequences that were animated in a very spooky way. I don't know. They're really well done. So if you're looking for scares, I would say check out the Faith series, especially Chapter 2.
Some of the scares also due to the air of the game, where a lot of it is just you meandering about alone. Kind of similar to Pulcher Vermis, you're just left alone in this world, and when something does happen, catches you off guard, scares you a little bit. We have I'm Scared. Oh, scared. I'm scared. Oh shit, bro.
Oh my god.
The wordplay here. Again, another kind of desolate game where you're just alone in this creepy fucking world. So it kind of paints a similar picture to Pulcher Vermis and Faith. There were genuinely some pretty creepy moments in that game that I'm debating whether to spoil it or not, but like the game is 5 years old or something, like goddamn bro. But oh fuck it, that secret room where you're supposed to turn around and see that twisted, demented thing, like that was pretty scary, not gonna lie. Pretty fucking creepy. Yeah, I'll just spoil that one. That's it. I guess because we were late to the party just as much as anybody who hasn't played it yet, so we'll keep it at that. Very scary. It's in the fucking title. Scary.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
And Try to Fall Asleep. I think it better for you to explain this one than me, because something was up with my copy of the game and not a whole lot scary happened when I played it. I don't know why.
Yeah. I remember in the beginning of the game, it's kind of split into two parts. In the beginning of the game, it starts out like you're in bed and trying to go to sleep, I guess, trying to fall asleep, as a name would imply, and things are happening like in the window, kind of like it's hard to make out what's exactly happening or who's out there, but you can get glimpses of silhouettes and things like that. A couple other things happen inside the room. That was effectively spooky for sure. In the second part of the game, it's more of a Slenderman style walking simulator. You pick up not eight things, but it's like 5 things, I think. And then there's some more like action-y kind of sequences that are scary in that part. So it felt like 2 halves, but they were both pretty effective, I think.
And I think also the stellar production value the game had lent itself well to creating very scary monsters, because a lot of horror games you play, indie horror games, they kind of look like shit and it doesn't really scare you that much. But when a game looks as polished as Try to Fall Asleep does, it really adds to the creepiness, I think. So yeah, very scary. I guess theoretically scary on my end. I'll just take your word for it. But yeah, I really don't know what was up. I was clipping into the bed and nothing was appearing in my window and I couldn't fall asleep and I don't know, but it's cursed. Yeah, it's fucking cursed, bro. Which is scarier. It's scarier than the monsters that were slated to appear in the game.
Yeah, true.
Well, speaking of scary, horror is closely related to that. Oh my god.
Yeah. It's a similar category, right after the other one. So I guess the distinction I would make between scary and horror, and deciding the scariest games, I would like prioritize moments where I was scared or like tense, as opposed to horror where it's more of a genre label, and there are games that were horror games that we played but maybe didn't have necessarily any scares in them, but they were still good.
Yeah, pretty much on the money.
Okay.
Like Castlevania isn't scary, but it is a horror platformer game. So that's kind of how we tackled these choices, and horror. Oh my god, I'm about to click on your thing, bro. Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh shit. Oh
before you do that, let me just tell you, it's gonna be Woodsy by Reindeer Games. Oh my god.
Oh. Wait, that's horror? Oh.
Well, yeah, I mean, so I guess this kind of illustrates the difference between the categories, because this one is a very cutesy horror game, as you can tell. There's like these characters that are like 2D sprites in a 3D world, and they're very well done, but they're also like they're a little spooky but pretty cute for the most part. And there's not too many scares, although there was like at least one thing that you know, made me a little freaked out.
Shit your pants.
yeah, you know, just a little bit. But I just like the designs of the characters and the kind of laid back exploration of the game. So yeah, that's why I picked it.
Yeah, a very, very fun horror game. A bunch of kooky characters. I think that was the point of the Ludum Dare it was submitted to, is that you take two genres that are at odds with each other. So I think this combined horror and I forget the word they call it, but something akin to Animal Crossing. And yeah, it was very well executed, very cute, but also with a very, very foreboding atmosphere walking through these woods. Yeah, I enjoyed it as well, bro.
Excellent. I'm glad. Well, why don't you tell everybody about your pick for horror game, and I'll be back in like 3 seconds. Go ahead and tell them about it.
Oh, this dude's getting owned by his cat. Oh my god. Yeah, well, before that, I just want to give props to the name Reindeer Games. I like that name. That's clever. But my pick for best horror game was... oh my god, Curse 2. Holy shit. This dude must like this game or something. Well, Curse 2, I said quite a bit about it, but it is an excellent horror game. The horror extends even to the enemy design, the boss designs. It's very classic horror game. It's got all the tropes of a old horror video game. The shotgun and chainsaw being two of the best weapons in the game, like that's classic horror right there. It's just fun. It's a fun, good horror game.
I agree. I like all the little touches in the game. There's lots of little scares that you may or may not see. I think you talked about one of them in the last category. And there's lots of others too. And I can appreciate that, because everyone's experience is going to be different. Someone might come across something and that's kind of like a talking point, you know?
Even the way it starts out, you're driving in a spooky town and you run out of gas. Like that there is horror 101, cliche horror, but it works so well. Just embodying the horror genre. And that's why I like it. And why we like these honorable mentions. Oh shit, I see some names we just talked about. Holy fuck, bro.
Oh my god, yeah. It's like we're talking about almost all the same stuff over and over again.
Yeah, so Faith 2, we already said quite a bit, but just an excellent horror game with a very good horror plot to it about demons and exorcisms and things like that. Very scary, very creepy, and really enjoyable.
Solid horror game.
Pulchra Vermis, kind of what we were explaining, where it doesn't have to be like shit yourself scary to be horror. It has this sort of environment. I don't think gothic is the right word, but it's this very monolithic architecture it has. Just feels like it's right out of a horror game, like you're in Dracula's castle. And it's good. I don't know what to say. What would you say about it?
Well, one of the things that got me about Pulchra Vermis 3 was the amount of improvement that the developers showed between the original and the remake. That was really fascinating to read because I was following the devlogs. It was really satisfying to see how much they had progressed from one year to the other. Yeah, and it's a solid horror puzzle experience for sure.
I guess you could say the improvements kind of when your world looks a lot better. It looks amazing. A lot fewer things stand out as like hiccups or stuff like that. So I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I apologize.
is more fully realized. I think you got more of a sense of what they were going for. I think they had a lot more features, I guess, that they probably didn't have the capacity to do on their own in the first game.
Yeah, with a better looking world, it's a lot more immersive, and the horror is stronger because of that. And Fragment by Angus Beer, very, very horror.
Yeah.
Mic drop. No, it did horror very well, being very similar to like a Resident Evil game, running around, looking around every corner for monsters to come out. Very effective and very well done horror-wise, and also very well action-wise towards the end. But the beginning parts, where you're just in a creepy, desolate area, waiting for something to come out and attack you, are very, very creepy experience.
Yeah, very tense.
So that wasn't very funny, bro, but you know what is funny? Ha ha ha.
What?
The funniest games.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah, so games that had us laughing out loud, raffling, lamowing, poggersing all over the floor.
Yeah, lulling, lamowing, all that stuff.
Yeah, so what game made you lamow the most, bruh?
Well, my pick for the funniest game was Galaxy Restroom by Aho Game. This one had some hilarious comics that would set up the trip from one end of the galaxy to the other. They had just the funniest designs, and the character expressions were amazing. So, super well done and charming. And I love a game with a good sense of humor, and this definitely had that.
Also hilarious the way you die. You just music stops dead in its tracks, just like you.
Yep.
Good Shatola, and well, I thought funny this game right here. Oh shit, Curse of the Cursed Mummy.
Whoa.
So I kind of already explained that it's funny. What really makes it funny is the hilarious art. I just love it. It's the way it's drawn and the ridiculous scenarios that are actually put to picture are quite hilarious. But the writing is also very funny, and the scenarios you get into that you wouldn't think follow each other. They all seem kind of random, or the outcomes of a decision just totally defy your expectations, and that's what makes the game hilarious. Or sometimes they do meet your expectations with that basalt block. That's
true, yeah. That one was definitely what we expected, probably, or anybody with a brain, really.
Well, given that it defies your expectations so much, the fact that it didn't and met your expectations in and of itself is funny. So, yeah, many laughs to be had with that game, and I give it the funny seal of funny.
Absolutely.
It's a little pin of Doug Funny's head.
Oh, yeah. We should get that and give it to the winner next year.
Well, I think it's FUNNIE. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen that show.
Perhaps you're right.
But, funny or funny, we have funny mentions. P.E. Noir by Picogram, Fish Market by Grace Bruxner, and What Would Rose Do by Cutest Games. So, P.E. Noir, you already know we love it for its hilarious dialogue, hilarious characters, and it's just all around funny, well written. Also, you collect items, and the item interactions you can perform are also quite funny.
Mm-hmm.
And the Fish Market, we said as much in previous categories, but it is very funny with its charming humor and all the fish puns and jokes that the game has. The character designs are also quite humorous, how stiff and bug-eyed they are. It feels like animatronics wiggling around, but it still manages to feel very, very alive in this this fish market that is filled with what feel like cardboard cutouts of fish.
Yeah, it's got some really good jokes, and it's just a funny little environment to walk around in.
What Would Rose Do by Cutest Games was a visual novel. Visual novel? I guess, yeah, technically. A choose your own adventure, I guess, is the more appropriate term, or the term the dev uses. And, man, that was a hoot. Kind of for similar reasons as Curse of the Cursed Mummy, where a lot of your choices don't lead to exactly what you would expect, or some fork in the road pops up and you're left thinking, where the hell did that come from?
Mm-hmm. Right.
But, yeah, all very funny. Rose is a very, very lovable character, and she gets into a lot of hijinks, and, the one with the pancakes sticks out in my mind.
Yeah, there were lots of really good little scenarios that we encountered, and it's one of those choose your own adventure stories where you want to maybe go through to an ending and then kind of go back and keep your finger on one of the pages and say, okay, well, what if I did this, and see how that plays out. And yeah, it was really entertaining.
Oh god, I'm just remembering the one ending where you're going to the beach. I think you can put snacks in your bags or sunscreen in your bag, and if you put snacks, you end up with a sad picture of Rose because you got burnt at the beach.
Oh yeah.
A very sad Rose lamenting her choice. Yeah, that game was hilarious. So hats off to Cutest Games. Speaking of hats, emotional.
Well, those emotional hats that we're all familiar with.
Well, what is the most emotional hat to you?
Well, the game that was the most emotional for me was One Week My Room by Joyato. We talked about this one a little bit already. Yeah, it's just got a really heartfelt little narrative about a kid who's in some challenging circumstances, and without giving too much away, you can you can make things better and end it in a positive way, which I liked.
Yeah, I like the vagary you're employing here to not spoil anything.
It's tough for one of these games, especially because it's all about the story, really, so you don't want to give too much away. But the things that are happening, it's kind of unclear, like what's really happening, or what's a metaphor, what's not. Oh yeah, it's something right there. I don't know, it was just the most genuine emotional experience that we had. that I had on Indie Hunters last year.
Yeah, speak for yourself, bruh.
Sorry.
But yeah, I would agree. I do like the positive note the game ends on. I too am also hesitant to just say too much concretely about the game's plot or happenings, because I don't want to spoil it, and two, I'm not entirely certain I even know what I'm talking about, so I wouldn't want to lead people in the wrong direction about the game, but I feel like it's one where you can look at the game in multiple ways and kind of derive your own meaning from it, which is pretty cool. And yeah, wow, I just realized my clip spoiled something, so poggers. Thank you. I don't feel too bad not saying anything specific about the game because the game's free. There's the Indie Hunters video, so yeah, balls in your court, person who has not played this game yet.
Yeah. I mean, if you're watching the clip and it looks like something that intrigues you from what you're seeing, then I say go for it and try and figure it out and see if you can figure out what's going on.
Yeah, send that one to Game Theory. See if Pat can crack this nut.
Yeah.
Ooh, speaking of nuts, my pick for most emotional is nuts. Well, those two gals kind of are nutty.
I would say they're nutty, yeah.
We've said quite a bit about it, but I really liked the kind of sentimentality to the relationship and how it crescendoed towards the end. Not from any personal experience, but I can kind of relate to Kamala's situation where you have somebody who you love, but it's not like socially acceptable to love them for whatever reason, either to keep up some sort of persona with your friends, or maybe your family will look at you differently. And then having that nice positive message where Oleg doesn't even give a shit. He's like, oh, she's a witch? Okay, cool. We'll just change your contract, yada yada, done. And he's just chill with it. So, you know, a very touching... Oh, I guess I spoiled it. Oh well. A very touching resolution to the story that was very well done.
I think, yeah, it was very relatable. The characters' like motivations, the things they were going through, you know, it was all stuff that was super believable and grounded. I think that was like what got me about it. I think was just how normal it was. Like, you know, it wasn't just about pining over somebody. They were kind of wrestling with feelings, like, and they didn't know how to process those feelings, and they weren't sure about what it meant. You know, that's like very relatable, I think.
Yeah, the inner turmoil that Kamala faces feels very real in the game. And I'm sure it is for some people who play the game and can really relate to that character. We have honorable mentions like Aurora Railway by Jusive, Freckles and Constellations by Aurora Productions, a lot of Auroras going on, and Grey Plague by Angela He. Oh, Aurora Railway. May I see it? No. Haha, got him. That is a Simpsons reference for all those ignorant people in chat.
Everyone who's asking about it.
So yeah, a fun little game. Yeah, the scene sliding was very fun and all, but I respect the game for tackling some emotional subjects like family members and not relating to them, and kind of feeling guilty for not relating to a relative as much as you think you should. Little penguin dude didn't really know his grandfather a whole lot and kind of feels bad that he didn't love him as much as he thinks he should have, or his mom thinks he should have, or something like that. Again, a very relatable story that has kind of a heartwarming ending with the Obi-Wan grandpa coming in clutch at the last minute.
That's right.
But it's all very well done and very, very cute, emotional little game.
Yeah, and I agree. I like the realness of the penguin situation, the main character situation. I mean, that felt like something that all of us have probably felt at some point.
And it was cool to see a Pico 8 game that wasn't trying to be some crazy amazing thing like creating Virtua Racer in Pico 8, or creating Doom in Pico 8, or creating some super crazy effects in Pico 8. It was just a simple, straightforward video game on Pico 8, which was kind of hard to come by on Pico 8.
That's the beauty of it. You know, you can go for these insane experiments that look incredible, and you can make GIFs out of them and post them on Twitter or whatever. But you can also just make your own little thing, and that's just as nice in its own way.
Freckles and Constellations was like a kind of like an escape the room game, which is funny to say. But it had also a very, very touching story, a daughter and her long lost mother, and how she needs to assemble a map in order to find the way to her. So it kind of had a hopeful ending of the girl finding her mother, but it was nice to see this bond between characters, and very cute.
Yeah, it was really nice. Just the style of it all, I really liked that. And you know, it was a very small project, so it didn't go much beyond the setup of the story. But I agree. I think what was there was still really heartfelt and nice.
And we have Gray Plague by Angela He. Kind of the emotional appeal of the game was more towards the end, when the game's focus shifted towards Grandma, which I love so much, that I think her name is Red and she wears a red coat and she's going to see Grandma. That's just funny. That's cute right there.
Yeah. It really is.
So you're trying to save... Oh, well, fuck, I just spoiled it. Well, I guess the bloody letter in the beginning shows that something's up with Grandma. She is
sure
a blood-covered letter that you receive from Grandma. Grandma, did she get caught up with the wrong people?
Yeah. God only knows what's happening to Grandma. Why is she bleeding all over this letter?
You find out she's not doing too well, and you have to use your powers to save her. It kind of gets to an emotional point when you think that even with your superpowers of being able to destroy granulomas and fix Gray Plague and all that stuff, that for one of the most important people in your life, that your powers have failed and she might not make it even if you have cured her Gray Plague. Which is also kind of an interesting twist on the plot in general of this superhero who has failed with their powers. It's kind of neat to see in a package like that. Like, she's not a literal superhero who's all buff and flying around, but she's a superhero in her own way, and it's crazy to see that she cures it, but it's just not enough. But it has a good ending where there's a possibility of Grandma getting... I think your friend is able to print 3D organs. Print 3D organs? I think I meant to say 3D print organs. There's hope for Grandma to be saved after being in a coma for so long.
Yeah, nice moments at the end there. I like that one as well.
And our runners up. Oh shit! Whoa, this dude's on repeat. Repeat, like a game repeating itself. Would you call that a sequel? Oh shit!
Whoa! Wow, this guy's a poet.
Anyway, best sequel, which are games that are sequels to games that exist. So,
yeah, and I guess we'll even go further than that and say they're sequels to games that we played on Indie Hunters before. In that case, my favorite sequel that we played in 2020 was Legend of Xenia 2 by
Bobby
Baku.
Game 2.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, Legend of Xenia 2 was really, really fun expansion on the first Legend of Xenia, which was the first game that we ever played on Indie Hunters. And this was the first game that we played in 2020. And yeah, it was just a fun little action RPG. Big fan of the low res jam stuff. Great animation, nice chiptune music, and it's just a fun adventure. The style itself also felt like a step up too. Like they refined it a little bit from 1 to 2.
Yeah, it's like the game kind of better knew itself, and it translated into a very good sequel. Oh, yeah. Also the font, oh my god, is so much improved since Xenia 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So very big step up there. Nice nods to the first game, some jokes poked about it, so very enjoyable. And I'm gonna give it 2. Ahaha. Oh fuck.
Nice.
I give it a 2 because it's Legend of Xenia 2. Oh ho ho ho.
Yeah.
Speaking of 2s, we got Curse 2 by Disaster Squad 2. Yeah, the improvements over Cursed 1. Oh my god. I could go on for a while about them, but suffice it to say, the combat's much better, the visual presentation is much better, the gameplay itself is a lot better and very expanded compared to Cursed 1. Damn. Blows the original out of the water, and the original was pretty damn good to begin with, so Cursed 2 is my best sequel.
Yep. Agreed.
Would that like make you an asshole if you were like, actually, I disagree, okay, bro? Let me tell you why this isn't a good sequel. Yeah,
just blow you out with logic on stream.
I'm gonna let you finish, but
yeah,
Cursed 2 is
actually,
the best sequel.
That game was actually trash, so you're wrong.
Well, it wasn't trash, it was excellent, just like these honorable mentions. Oh man, a lot of 2s, bro. A lot of 2s. Too many 2s. So, Faith Chapter 2 by Erdorf, Day in the Life of a Harpy 2 by Zyspawn, and Halloween Night, The Pickled Curse, aka Halloween Night 2 by Solo Dev Kingdom. So, Faith 2 kind of takes the same formula of Faith 1 and just does it again, does it better. Not a whole lot has changed, and I think that's good. Because the original formula was a winning formula, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's all they needed to do, really, and then it goes the extra mile and takes the story in a couple of slightly different and more interesting directions. Yeah, it's a successful sequel.
The narrative in the sequel, also, yeah, very interesting where it goes. I'm very eager to see what happens in Curse 3. Or Curse 3, well, I am eager to see what happens in Curse 3. But I'm eager to see what happens in Faith Chapter 3 as well. 2 3s to look forward to this year. Oh, got 'em. Damn. That'll be best sequels in 2021, is a bunch of 3s.
That's probably true, yeah.
Day in the Life of a Harpy 2 is a sequel to Day in the Life of a Harpy 1, which we actually haven't played on Indie Hunters.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, we played Harpy Gaiden, but they felt very similar. Were both excellently done platformers, very fun, very responsive controls, so they kind of felt like connected games. I guess they are. Harpy Gaiden, it's a Gaiden game. So we felt it pertinent to put on the honorable mentions, because it's just a really good platformer with cute little bird chibis, and very good music too.
Yep, fun platformer and well executed, and that's all it really needed. It was just really solid.
Yeah, and also very hard. What the hell?
Oh yeah.
I got owned by the first boss.
Yeah.
Or is that me just sucking at games?
Well, nah, I mean, it happens. I don't know. Some of these games are just tough. I don't know.
Halloween Night, The Pickled Curse. Pretty interesting for a sequel because it does away with the style of the first game and goes for something completely different, which is a pretty ambitious choice for a sequel. Usually sequels just build upon what was already established in the first game, but here it worked out very well. The first game was I think it was RPG Maker, if not RPG Maker specifically, one of those other RPG Maker-esque engines, and you control Poppy walking around town, talking to people, collecting items, and building this formula for a great evil spell. And 2 just says fuck all that and goes with Renpai and plotting out your day, choosing what things to enhance in your pickle curse and what things to diminish, so you come up with the right pickle formula for a particular ending. Kind of a bizarre turn, but very fun, very enjoyable, and it retains all of the lovable characters from the first game, so I really enjoyed that aspect.
Yeah, Halloween Night was a strong sequel, I think, because it focused on like the strengths of the original. It lost everything it didn't need. It cut all the fat out and just made it a visual novel with a simulation aspect to it, and that was perfect for what they were trying to do, but for the story that they were trying to tell.
Yeah, those bastards, those fucking bastards, bro.
Yeah, we'll give them a pickle they'll never forget.
And that wasn't even censored, just straight up bastards.
I love the profanity in this game.
And I also love that it follows the ending of the first game closely, where Poppy has a Grinch moment where she hates everybody, but then her magic fails and it makes everybody happy, and she realizes that she's just being a miserable little downer and changes her ways and makes friends, and that's what's followed up in the sequel, is her defending her newfound friend from those town bullies, those bastards.
That's right.
Yeah, curse at those pickles, Poppy. Fill them with all the evil.
Yes.
Speaking of evil, we have title art. That's pretty evil, right?
Yeah, I mean, you look at the game's title, and I think all we can think about is Satan.
Well, tell me, what game had art that really screamed Satan to you?
Oh, well, let me tell you, my most coolest satanic title art was Beachside Runners by Alchemy Gameworks.
Very satanic.
Yes, look at it. Look at the tree, it's so evil. Not too much to bloviate on here, but I just like the style of it. It really reminds me of old Sega arcade like racing games, like I don't know, Daytona USA or those kinds of things. Just the chroma effect on the title, on the letters, and the Japanese subtitle underneath, and the palm tree is perfect for the setting. So yeah, it was a super well done title art. You really got the sense of what the game was going to be.
Yeah, pretty much agreed. It had particular game and time period in mind, and it fucking nailed it. And I love the choice of fonts. You got a more playful one for Beachside because it's the beach, and then Runners is all caps and very hardcore. Just bam, Runners. Very well done. And on this clip, I'm flipping between the raw art and the title art as it appears in the game, and it really lends itself well to the game with this pimp ass beach and seeing the water in the background on the title art, or on the title menu, that is. Very good, very Satan or whatever, and it is paired well with my choice of best title art, which is A Mortician's Tale, yay! By Laundry Bear Games, bro.
Nice.
Very beautiful title art. Not just the woman there, but the script font. Well, it's probably not a font. It was probably drawn by somebody, but that cursive script there is so elegant and so eye-pleasing. Even when it's in the game, and the rest of the title art isn't present, it's still just so well done. Really love it. But for the title art, Itch.io page art, I love the choice of colors there, all these vibrant purples and blacks. Really well done and really captures the game well. And it's got a skull, so it is satanic, bro. There.
I guess we found a way to tie it all together with Satan.
I also like the protagonist there, looking at the scalpel, pondering about it, thinking, "Who am I gonna stab?"
Yeah. I love the key art there with the main character and all the colors they chose. It's really good.
Yep, very standout, very stylish, very eye pleasing, and very in line with these runners up. Oh shit!
Whoa!
Hey, bro, you're gonna talk about title art and not show the title art? What the fuck? Well, you know what? That gives you incentive to check out these games, or to check out their title arts and then see, oh, this is tied to a cool game. Oh, maybe I should just check out the game while I'm at it. Imagine that, going to an itch.io page just to look at the title art and then leave. Well, we got Crystal Story Awakening by Bread Frown, Which Way by Andrew Gleason, and Demon's Nightmare by Emma Essex. Crystal Story, very well done. Title art featuring the protagonist, whose name escapes me, but her and her doppelganger. I like the dichotomy of the whole thing, with her on top and her evil doppelganger on the south side looking all ominous, and even the colors themselves reflect this dichotomy with orange on top and purple on bottom. And it's a very pleasing combination of colors, and I really like the font that was chosen for the Crystal Story part.
It was a solid title for sure. The colors especially, I think, were what I liked about it.
And we got Which Way by Andrew Gleason. It's kind of a similar situation to Mortician's Tale, where I don't think the page features the exact title screen art that's in the game. So they're almost like two different things, but both of them are well done. The lettering of Which Way is very good, and then you have the very well done pixel art featured in the game of the main protagonist in a very actiony pose, about to shoot a block and control it. Really good stuff.
Yeah, it was just really clean. Again, I like the color scheme. It's all very like simplistic, and that's what the game reminds me of too. It's a very straightforward kind of style, which I appreciate.
And Demon's Nightmare kind of double dips, because it does technically have two title arts, one in Japanese and one in English, I believe. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, very well done, both in and out of the game. Giant kanji just in your face, very well done. Great colors on it. Just not much more to say.
Yeah, it was just really superb. The Ankh in the background, the Japanese title has it looks like blood behind the letters, and then it's got the red behind the Demon's Nightmare as well. Doesn't look like blood, but it kind of goes with the motif of the rest of the game, which, you know, is also a little surprising because it is such a mishmash of everything. But I don't know, it just works. It just works for that game.
Yeah, great stuff, great art, which is a nice segue into art. Wow, go figure.
Art into art. Yeah, it works out.
But what is this art pixel, bro? What the fart is that all about?
Well, art, pixel. That's art that was done at the pixel level. And you might be saying, well, isn't all art just made of pixels? And I mean, yeah, let's talk about vector art, but yeah, I mean, pretty much. But you know, pixel art is a little bit different. It's where, you know, they're mostly smaller resolutions, or they're focusing on each pixel, and it's going to have a different look to it. So it's a little bit subjective, but we just tried to pick the ones that were the most outstanding in terms of pixel art.
Well, which one stood out to you?
All right, well, my pick for best pixel art was Galaxy Restroom by How Games, once again. Yeah, this one had really fantastic color palette, as well as the sprites. and I'm a fan of Aho Games' other work as well, and I love the pixel art in those games too. And this one especially, I mean, it just really struck me. The size of the sprites is impressive. They're bigger than, I guess, your typical pixel art, but you can still tell that it is pixel art if you look at it closely. The palette of the character and the palette of everything else around it, like, it's all so symbiotic. I don't know. Everything goes together. And I mean, not only is the art in the game, in the gameplay segments, like, that's really good, but the comics are also some really nice pixel art as well. Yeah, I just love the art in this game.
Agreed, brother. Yeah, very fresh art. I think the with such big sprites, it might not immediately occur to you that you're looking at pixel art, but it ends up with very crisp graphics that you get, and definitely the colors too. They stand out very much and are very well chosen. And you know, thinking about it, you'd think that something so crazy and colorful would be disorienting and mess you up in the game, but it works pretty well. And the conveyance, that's not even a word, bro. I don't, fuck it, whatever.
I think it's a word.
Conveyance. I don't know. It's pretty easy to distinguish stuff that is an obstacle and isn't, despite everything being so colorful and so purple. And very well done. So we'll get on to my pick, which was Boigo. I mean, Boigo by J-Ro was man, just a feast for the eyes in terms of pixel art. There's just so much going on any screen of this game. Right here we're looking at the title menu, I guess you'd call it, and then going on to the character customization, and there's so much intricate pixel work. It's oh man, it's so amazing that one dude makes all this stuff.
yeah, it's impressive.
All these different character customization elements, they all look awesome. And give it a minute to get into all this landscape art. It's very impressive how good the character art's done, but also the terrains and stuff. Kind of jack of all trades going on here, and it's incredible. It's sublime, and my pick for best pixel art.
Yep, it's a good one. I like the harmony of everything. It all goes together pretty well, and the attention to detail with how almost everything that you interact with is like a little gadget, or you know, it looks like something that could physically exist.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's like these little boxes with buttons on them that you're pressing to like create your character, and everything's got like paper, and you open up books to pull up your dictionary or your words that you need to use in battle. And the characters are like pieces on a board. So yeah, it's all very very harmonious and very good.
And I don't think the clip gets to it, but the monsters too are also very well done. Great pixel art on those too. In particular, I really like the purple dudes with the skull heads, the pointy bat ears. Those are really cool. And there's the shitload more of pixel art in the little random encounters you can have on the battlefield too. Not only is it a great pixel art, but there's just so much of it. It's very impressive how much just the volume of pixel art that was put forth in this game. So excellent work. And excellent work to these honorable mentions, boy. Oh shit, bro. We got P.E. Noir by Picogram, Which Way by Andrew Gleason, and Hojia by New Abstraction. P.E. Noir, yes, had awesome pixel art. Very cute, very colorful, kind of like Galaxy Rushroom, it was also very purple, that game.
Yeah.
It just had this purple overtone to it. When I think of the game, I think purple. And that's not helped by your character you play as, who also has purple hair. But yeah, the character designs are all very cute, very crisp pixel art, and also very good pixel art on the inventory items as well. It's very clean, very simplistic, and very eye-pleasing.
Yep. It had a very strong direction for the art, and it was all just really well done.
And Which Way by Andrew Gleason also had excellent pixel art. The witch characters very cute. The environments are also very stunning and well done. All of the foliage in some of the later levels is very, very lush and very fresh. The pixel art, it's very well done and very good.
Yep. It had a beautiful simplicity, and it was boiled down to just the essentials in terms of design, but it still played in that space.
Kind of in contrast, none of the colors really got in your face or popped. It was kind of, it had a very chill palette. It's kind of a funny way to describe it. The only standout things are the blonde hair of the little girl and the glowing orb that's sent out from the wand. Everything else kind of fuses together nicely to create this chill. Have I said chill enough?
Yes.
Chill play. Alright, whatever, fuck it. So, Ogia, excellent pixel art. Every character is unique and lovable, and they all look great, and kind of in contrast to Which Way, it has a very warm palette to it, very vibrant and sunny, and that's kind of based on the location because they're in a very sunny resort-like area with the beach and everything. It just lends itself well to making you smile. Everything's so cute and charming, and just very enjoyable.
It kind of makes me think of like tropical climates and like summery weather. All the colors, and also about Hajia, everything in all the visuals in the game, they all feel like they go together. It was very well harmonized. I think that's what I liked about it the most. I think was just everything just looked like it was perfectly in place.
Yeah, tropical is a good way to put it. Very upbeat. Like even the forests, which were kind of dank and scary and stuff, were very I don't know. I'm running out of adjectives.
It was just nice. Everything in the game was pretty nice.
Yeah. Well, when you have, 5 pleasing games and you say pleasing, 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 you sound like a broken record, but that's just the way it is. They all had great pixel art.
Yep.
But, shut up about pixels, alright? We're talking about non-pixels. Fuck pixels.
No, I love pixels.
Well, I heard you loved a particular game that did not feature pixels. Wait, you love pixels? You love that Barnacle movie with Adam Sandler?
Oh, no. I meant different pixels, not that.
Oh, this dude loves Adam Sandler. Oh my god, confirmed.
So my favorite art that was not pixel art, so just regular art, was from Art School by Glander Co.
But isn't all art pixel art?
Well, perhaps. So Art School, I mean, like we've said about other games, it's got a palette that's seemingly pretty limited, but everything uses the same palette. So it has a harmony to it. The visuals do. I like just the style of everything. Everything's kind of like primitive, abstract, 3D, bizarre shapes and stuff. Like the environments and the main character. It was just very striking, and I just liked looking at it. I thought it was neat.
Yeah, I would have to agree, bruh. It is very it's such a bizarre combination of colors, but that's what makes it stand out and makes it so memorable. Is these weird combinations of teal and pink and yellow and pretty crazy, bro.
Yep.
But yeah, very enjoyable and very artsy. Oh, because it's art school, bro. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Do you like I found that that dog you were drawing?
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I found out? The game got updated since we played it, and the new version has done away with the white noise background that you see when you're getting graded and as the skybox in the roamable area. And it's been replaced with this kind of solid blue galaxy looking skybox. And I think some of the architecture has been changed too. I didn't see the pink dog when I was exploring it. So I thought that was an interesting choice. I was wondering if maybe it had to do with the potential eye strain the white noise might have caused and swapped it in for something a little less grating on the eyes.
Yeah, it could be, or could have to do with the challenging strain it would put on your bitrate if you're streaming the game.
Oh, true.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's interesting. Interesting change they made.
Yeah, well, fuck that. I want to destroy my computer's bitrate, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's all part of the experience. If your stream is like all fuzzy and hard to look at, you know, it's just the way the game is.
Well, it kind of made me sad when I realized that, because I was missing my white noise background. It's the OG version to us.
True.
So, well, maybe it's an option in the settings that you can choose which skybox you want, and it just defaults to this new Galaxy one. That'd be a neat, or a good compromise. But yo, I whipped out the old version and got the one that is currently tanking my bitrate. So, poggers, yeah. Poggers. Yo, that dog right there is poggers.
Oh yeah.
Is it a dog? It's got its eyes almost in its throat, bro. It's like...
I know, it's a little weird, even though it's vaguely dog-shaped.
Dog-shaped. Well, that's what's enjoyable about the game's art, is this... It's just so weird. It's so fucking weird.
It's very abstract.
How did a human make this? It's...
I don't know.
Damn.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's a game about art, you know, is kind of just a cute coincidence for getting best art.
Yep, absolutely.
It gets an A, but you could work on your composition, bro. Just saying. Or maybe I shouldn't say that, because then my comment gets thumbs down.
Oh,
people don't get the joke because they aren't true art school fans.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, damn. So my pick for art... best non-pixel was Grey Plague. Who are these people who keep clapping, bro? Are they with you? I didn't invite anyone.
I don't know, I just keep hearing it. I don't know who they are.
So, Grey Plague, Angela He, excellent art. That kind of goes for all of her games, like Missed Messages we played last year. I can't exactly remember if that won a best art last year, but Grey Plague has won this year because the art's fantastic. It's beautiful art, and even here, I don't know if it plays into best looking art, but I like the cleverness that was employed in this particular area with different layers, because I remember when making the thumbnail for the video that I used some Unity asset hacker thing to look at all the visual assets in the Unity file, and it was kind of neat to see the different transparency layers being used to pull off some of these effects that we see in the game. But I love the style, love the art, love the painted quality it has, and I look forward to the next Angela He game that will probably have just as good art.
Yep. These games are really beautiful. all of Angelique's games that we've played. This one especially, just love the illustrations. It's beautiful. That's all there is to it.
Even that dude's sneeze.
Yeah,
it's great looking.
yeah. I like that too. Like, the game does have like an educational perspective angle. It does try to teach you some things, and the art kind of reinforces that. It looks like something, those parts that are educational, they look like something that you might find in a textbook or something in school. I thought it was super well done.
And so did I.
Wow.
And we thought these honorable mentions were well done as well. Well, we got Shoes Garden by Blunderboffins, Delta Gal by Artur Viator, and Umurangi Generation by Origami Digital. In any case, Shoes Garden had some excellent art, very cute, very stylish, very stylized, just all around pleasing, and very colorful too. You don't even need to play the game, you could just watch somebody play it and be mesmerized by the great art that game has.
Yeah, everything's so fuzzy and round. Yeah, it's just all super cute and well done.
And we got Delta Gal by Artur Viator, and that also had some excellent art, clearly inspired by Mega Man Legends and the PSX style it had. And it was very bright and cheery, very colorful, very cute, just all around a happy feeling game with its art.
Yeah, I love the colors in that game. It was very, very nice to look at. The influence of Mega Man Legends, which that game has very, very strong art direction. Even today, it still looks good, when a lot of games from that era don't. I think they really took the right lessons from that game because they pulled it off. It looks really good. Like, they were going for Mega Man Legends style, and they nailed it for sure.
Would you say that shit good?
Yes, I would.
Same.
Good.
And Umurangi Generation, very vibrant, very colorful, kind of in-your-face art. Kind of goes with the mood of the game, even down to simple, innocuous items like a radio. Just look very well done, and I think that's because with a photography game, you don't want anything to look sloppy, so you make sure to fucking hell. You speak. I'm like losing my mind.
That's you're doing. Yeah, it's you want to put the care into every little environment piece because you're gonna be taking photos of it all. And yeah, they did a great job. The characters and stuff had like a nice stylization, like they're very simple 3D models, but it felt like they all belonged in the world, which was nice.
Yeah, especially the penguin in the pool, just chilling there.
Yeah, he looked just as at home as the dancing dudes up on the rooftop. You know, they were just hanging out.
The penguin just sitting there all sad. We are talking about character designs right now. Talking about which character was the best design. These kind of just make sense if you read them, so let's not dawdle and talk about your pick, which was...
Okay, my pick for best character design in 2020 was Melia from Galaxy Restroom.
Oh,
by Aho Game.
Oh fuck, bro! You like this game or something? Like what?
Yeah, yeah, I definitely picked this game a lot. But yeah, like I said, I mean, I like the art in this game, obviously, and I think the design of the main character is really, really fetching. She's got the mushroom on her head, which is nice, and then I like the scarf. You can see it kind of billowing behind as you drive around in the galaxy. And those tights are really cool, and I just love everything about the look of this character. And again, in the comics, they've got some good expressions. that I just love. So yeah, this was the character that stood out to me the most out of all the games we played.
Yep, great character, great colors on her, and yeah, I love those expressions. They're one panel in particular. I think if you get to level 2 or something.
Yeah. I think I know the one you're talking about.
My pick for best character design was Lil Dude. You know, Lil Dude?
Yeah, I know that guy.
The little yellow dude with the powers of Mega Man going around killing Christmas slimes from Xmas Slime Invasion by Yanni Nukanen. I know there's a lot of excellent characters to have picked from, but this one just really stood out. Stood out in my mind because he's just so happy. He's so happy and naked, running around, slaughtering everything in sight, even his fellow slime. Well, I guess he's not a slime, but his fellow non-slime people. He doesn't give a fuck. He's still smiling away. He's just one very happy boy, and I love his little spin in the air, still shooting. Yes.
Yes.
Victory is his when he gets those diamonds.
Yeah, he's got a lot of personality. Shockingly, you know, you might not think so, but there is a lot of personality baked into his facial expressions and his actions that he can do. Yeah, he's a charming little dude.
Oh god, he is. And so are these honorable mentions, boy. We got Anna from Demon's Nightmare by Emma Essex. We got Jen from Curse 2 by Disaster Squad. And Rose Ilya from Fragment by Angus Beer. So
Anna from Demon's Nightmare is the player character, and she rides around on something. I forget what.
You know what it is? It's one of those shark torpedoes from Hydro City Zone in Sonic 3.
Oh, really?
It's been recolored, so it's less obvious, but I was taking a closer look when I was playing it to gather clips and all that, and it straight up is that.
Okay, I'm glad you found that out, because I would have known that. But yeah, so yeah, you ride around on one of those, and she's like a Egyptian like cat girl kind of design. Mummy cat girl, yeah. She just had a really creative look. I liked her design a lot. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, very unique. Very the colors. I know she's predominantly white with the white bandages, but her blue skin and red eyes really stand out. So another excellent choice of colors. Very well designed. I love her honk staff that she has, that she wields when flying around.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Jen from Curse 2. I think that's a character that left an impression on us. She definitely was a central figure in Curse 2, and even though you didn't play as Jen, she was extremely like part of the story. You know, I guess at the end of the first game, you didn't really know what her fate was going to be, but I like the direction that Disaster Squad took it. I'm glad that she got to have this moment in Curse 2 where she's really in the driver's seat, so to speak.
No, she's in the passenger seat actually, but
well, driving the story.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to say it.
That was a Curse 2 joke for all you noobs who have not played the game. Yeah, seeing her have a moment to shine at the end. I guess it's a little disappointing she doesn't show up until the almost very end of the game. Because for most of it, oh fuck it, spoilers. Hey, spoilers, oh my god. Is, you know, she's comatose inside a glass coffin for the majority of the game. But then she has a chance to be badass and help you defeat the final boss, whose name is Malice, and he's very evil, and that's who you defeat to get the good ending. Spoiler. And, yeah. She's also very well designed visually, and I like her little ceremonial dress the cult members dressed her up in. It's good shit, and a cool character to expand upon in a sequel, I'd say. So if the developer ever hears this, I think he should make a game focused on Jen, because she kind of gets the short end of the stick in these cursed titles.
Yeah. If there is a sequel, you know, just take this into consideration, please, developer, whoever you are.
Yes, the developer should keep at it. We reiterate, keep at it. And Rosilia from Fragment. Another character who has a lot of personality, I felt, that was expressed through the voice actor. To me, voice acting, even if it's, you know, not top-notch, professional voice actor, it still goes a long way in giving a character personality and making them stand out in your mind. I kind of got the same thing from the voice acting from A Field of Flowers and Stars. It really adds to the character and cements them in your mind, and that was the case for Rose here. She also has a very cool design visually with a Blaster Master type helmet, and I don't know how that works into the story. She has to cover her head, but doesn't have to cover her arms. Interesting.
Yeah.
But it is a cool design. She's got a cool tattoo on her arm and cool red pants, and yeah, badass.
Huh?
And doubly badass when you take your helmet off in the expanded version, and you got like 10 minutes to survive, bro, and you get fucking killed.
Yeah. Some hardcore shit.
Oh, best characters design? What? Bruh, you did a typo and a repeat of a category. Yeah, so this is a new category that I thought up of, where it's not a single character, it's the entire cast of characters taken as a whole from a game.
Okay, let me tell you guys, my favorite cast of characters design was in Contract Demon by Nami.
Oh, nope, not gonna show it. Nope, mutiny. I'm not changing the scene.
Contract Demon by Nami. They all had a really nice individuality. There's a couple different types of characters in this game. There's like people from hell, and there's like other people. But even like the demons, they have unique looks too. They don't all look the same, and they've all got Nami's signature style, obviously. Oh, and they have different outfits too. That's kind of nice too. That's nice to see in games like this, where they're not wearing the same thing all the time. Especially if there's a progression of time, it helps sell that. And I love seeing multiple outfits, and they're all really good looking. Love the characters in this game.
Same. I love when characters have different outfits. It makes it feel more real, for lack of a better term. Like they have these outfits, and then they have the pajamas and the casual outfits, and all the characters are very well done. And I guess this category kind of applies more as a visual thing rather than the last category, which kind of looked at the character as a whole. But yeah, visually fuck. So my pick for best character design is P.E. Noir. Talked about it already, but the characters all have a nice cohesiveness. They're all very very cute, very charming, funny, witty. I don't know what else to say about them other than very well done, and a great cast of characters.
I like how expressive they are too. Like you get a sense of like their attitude just from looking at them.
Like the sad kid who has to do dipping dogs or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the girl who needs the kickball, she's a very, very cool chick. And oh, and the stupid kid who lost his sock. Yeah, that's a great way of putting it. Very expressive. Just very funny, enjoyable, and cute.
Mm-hmm.
Old sock. See, there's a sock. Found it. Got him.
Wow.
And we'll talk about these honorable mentions right now. We got Delta Gal by Artur Viator, Ogia by New Abstraction, and Demon Detective Gaiden 2. These sound like games we've already talked about, bro. What the fuck?
You're absolutely right, but yeah. So Delta Gal had some cool side characters as well, in addition to the main character, who was very good looking and well designed. It had a few NPCs that were reminiscent of characters from other games. I liked seeing all the influences and references in the game, so it made me happy to see all these characters, and they all had a very nice, consistent like style to them.
Yeah, I always think of the witch randomly dancing in the forest.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And the woman standing on the gazebo who looks like a character from Disgaea 2.
That's right, yeah.
Even the weird, oddball, out-of-the-way characters are lovable and very well done.
Absolutely.
So yeah, big ups. Also, big ups to Hojia, who also has a very colorful cast of characters who are all excellently designed, also very cute, very charming. And one's a dragon, bruh. There's a fucking dragon in my game. What the hell?
What?
Yo, you're like a flower kid, dude. There's a dragon. It's like, what the shit? And the people are just chill with it. They don't care.
The game's crazy, yo.
Really well done, well designed, very colorful, and excelente.
I would agree. I like the individuality of each character's design. They all look different, but they all, you know, especially in like weird ways where, you know, there's like a flower dude or whatever. But they all look like they belong, so it all works out.
Preach, brother.
Thank you.
And we got Demon Detective Gaiden 2, which has its own cast of kooky characters, and most all of them playable, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
So if you have a favorite, you might be able to just play as them. But yeah, all memorable, all have their own unique personalities, all pale in comparison to Matt, bruh, my boy Matt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Matt is a fucking beast, bruh.
Yeah, I mean, he's just the best. He's got the best ability that you could ever dream of.
I really like Sugar, who's just a very, very spunky little girl who isn't afraid to tell you to go fuck yourself.
Right.
Great characters, all uniquely designed, and man, I can't get out of my head the fucking Shatter team. Just as a playable character. What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nutty, but so awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
Well, who's your favorite character from that game?
I guess Chippy.
Not the penguin dude?
I mean, they're cool, but I mean, I like them better as like NPCs, you know, that are kind of like funny to run across in the level.
Yeah, that's true. They do have their moments when they shine, like when they're delivery penguins giving you some power-ups.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we're gonna take a quick break right now. Hell.
Again? Oh my god.
No, we're gonna talk about animation. I think is a pretty logical follow-up to art.
Yep, it's the motion of your visuals, pretty much. So animation started in the yeah. So animation. My pick for best animation in 2020 was Cursed 2 by Disaster Squad.
Oh shit.
This one had some really impressive visuals and some nice sequences. I guess what stands out to me is like some of the fights, like the puppet thing. It's like does the spinning around and whatnot. And yeah, there was like some really creative attacks in the battles that really stood out to me. I just really liked the way it was done. I thought it was really good.
Agreed. Very, very cool. Very, very grotesque for some of the enemies. Like the fucking snake ball monster, so creepy and weird. But yeah, very well animated. And sometimes it's not. It's a very subtle animation, like the fog rolling in the background, ambient animation, which you wouldn't really give much attention to, but it really builds an atmosphere. But yeah, excellent animation, and excellent animation in Dream Fables. Dream Fables by Yuan Aronson. I think the intro there captures it very well. Just very simple, very deliberate, very cute animations. I love the one of her getting sucked up by a fucking UFO. But the great animation also extends to the gameplay as well. The whole game feels very jaunty, very playful. You can see almost everything has a bob to it, or it's rotating or doing something. It's a very lively game, and that comes from all of the animation that was done. The protagonist there also has some excellent animations with the attacks and jumps, doing a jump and a hop flip and shit. She's very acrobatic.
Mm-hmm. It's a really good looking game for sure. And yeah, it's impressive how energetic everything is. Everything's got some kind of motion to it. It definitely feels, like you said, it's all very lively.
And this also extends to the NPCs. I don't think they were put into the clip here, but they are also very well animated as well.
Mm-hmm.
And Bazinga.
Whoa.
Animation, bruh. It's animation. Okay.
Yo, can I get some applause for animation?
Yay, animation.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we got Faith Chapter 2 by Airdorf, Nightmare Breaker GB by Hippopotamus, Elekhead by Nama Takahashi. All excellently animated, and we're moving on.
Yeah.
Honorable mentions. We just mentioned.
We honor them, okay.
Well, Faith 2, I think people already know. It's kind of one of the eye-catching things about the game is the grotesque animations that accompany some of the deaths, some other things that aren't necessarily a death by the player. Just really well done. I think it might be rotoscoped or something, but it's well done, and it's creepy because of the weird kind of like shakiness all of the frames have to them. That's really off-putting and adds to the overall vibe of the game.
Yeah, the look is very striking of these sequences, and it's definitely one of the main selling points of the game. I would imagine, anyway. Yeah, definitely check those out if you're a fan of animation.
And Nightmare Breaker GB, I think we touched upon the animations when we mentioned it for best enemies. Yeah, very well animated. Also, the dude you play as is also very well animated. Has a good attack animation to him, and a lot of the background elements, incidental elements, like the swinging buzzsaws and stuff, those are cool too, to add some more liveliness to the game. You know, you think Game Boy, it's probably not the most impressive animation-wise, I wouldn't think. But this game looks good.
Yeah, all those sprites are really well done, and the characters got some heft to them, and the walking and jumping and the attacks and whatnot. It feels like it's got some weight. Well executed, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Elekhead by Nama Takahashi.
It had some subtlety that I liked a lot. When you would jump and land, there's some subtle like squash and stretch to that. And, you know, a little bit of feedback, like some dust clouds when you're moving around. Just nice touches in that one. I like that one.
I don't know if it qualifies as animation. Maybe it's a one-frame animation, but I love the little detail that Alec Head will grab the wall if you're next to it, rather than just standing awkwardly next to it. Pretty spot-on attention to detail, and very good shit. Speaking of attention to detail, this next category involves a lot of that.
That's true, yeah.
So UIs, games have them, games don't have them. We're celebrating the ones that do, and did a stellar job with them.
That's right. Yeah, UIs, they can be pretty important. And in this case, my pick for best UI design is Procrastitaper by Jacob Dunbar.
Seeing this always brings a smile to my face.
Yeah, it's a really, really just good looking game all around. And I probably mentioned this before, but I just like how everything is got the paper cutout motif. I think it's really neat. I know that this is probably a very small project. What's there? I think they really pulled off something that looks great. I like the cohesive whole of the game, and I appreciate the attention to detail.
Indubitably, brother. My brother.
Yes.
Yeah, well, bruh, you did not pick my pick, which was picked because I picked, oh, boy go, boy. Yeah, boy go. Boy? Yeah, boy. Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
I kind of touched upon it already, but the OI, boy. The UI is just so fanciful and lavish. It's very enjoyable, very extravagant. I could see some people maybe thinking it superfluous, but I kind of like the way the game is split up into these different panels. The main view of the game and the battlefield, and then you got your bottom action area, and then to your side is your dice rolling and everything else, timers and all that. And this compactness to the UI it's kind of cozy in a way, and makes me think of older PC games, which is kind of weird. I wouldn't imagine making that comparison, but it's a great UI, and despite being very ostentatious and very well animated and so much attention put to the graphics, it's still very readable. It's not bogged down in over design, even though it is very well decorated, I guess.
Yeah, I could see the comparison to older PC games, and that everything's got its own like section, and I like that they took that idea and made everything fit together so well, and the physicality of everything too. I think I mentioned that before, but it's everything looks like a gadget or something that had some thought put into it. It's all very like thoughtful. I appreciate that level of care.
Oh, and I also like your your faceless portrait, but your portrait of your custom character nonetheless put up in the corner there for you to see, so you can draw a little face on there.
Yeah.
Well, some honorable mentions for UI are Hojia by New Abstraction, Art School by Glander Co., and Bake Care by Ray Spark.
That's right.
Let's take it from the bottom. Oh, Subverting Expectations. You thought we were going from the top? Owned.
Can't do that.
You got blown. Okay, fine. So Hojia. Hojia had a really nice UI. It was very clean. It wasn't too over the top, but it did have some nice extra details. Wood look it had to it. And it was very colorful, but still fit in with the world that it accompanied, which is always nice. Sometimes UIs use very they use colors that clash with the color scheme of the game, and you think to yourself, why? you know, they don't use anything that would complement the game well. But here, not the case. Yeah, just props, because UI, creating a UI that looks good is art unto itself, and these individuals did very well in that regard.
Yeah, Hojia, the UI was really well done, for sure. And yeah, that's one of my favorite things about it, is just how well it goes with the rest of the game.
And Art School had an interesting UI. The way the tools are conveyed to you, it's pretty interesting and funny. I liked that.
I think I liked the icons in the tool shelf. Mm-hmm. They reminded me of like what you'd see in an art program like MS Paint or Photoshop, but they still felt like they were part of the game world.
And the movable canvas was pretty neat. Pretty neat to see that you can do your art and fly around at the same time.
yeah, I like that too.
And Bake Care also had a very cute UI. It looked like a baked treat with sprinkles and whatnot, and a brown color with a brown background with a cream filling colored text, which is a cute touch. And the cute little pictures of chipping around were also very nice.
Yeah, it all just looked to be a part of the whole that was the game.
Mm-hmm. Excelente. Yeah, very harmonious with the rest of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll take a quick intermission. No, we'll take a detour from art. We're done with that shit. Get that shit out of here. Because we're talking about the other part of games. The audio. Oh, shit. Starting with music. Best music.
Yeah. So
music is
it's the sound waves produced. Yeah. So my favorite music in a game from 2020 was P. Noir by Picogram. And this one had some really nice mood-setting, jazzy, like, noir background music. And it was just really well done. Totally got me ready to click on little pixels and try and solve a mystery. It really put me in the shoes of a curious detective.
Yeah, the music fit the MO of the character you're playing as. I'm not sure. Should I'll just play a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, go for it.
So yeah, that was some excellent music you just listened to right now, and we just explained why. So we'll check out my choice for best music, and that was... Oh! Drift Stage,
Whoa.
Holy shit. Whoa, damn, bruh. Yo, car music, am I right? Shit, you know what, I'm just gonna play it to give context to what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
So we'll be right... All right, damn, that was some good music. So
Definitely.
yeah. It is clearly inspired by kick-ass racing games from yesteryear, and it fucking nails it. It's got that. Oh man, just the beginning track of the title screen gets you so fucking pumped to play this game. It's incredible. Just fucking rocking out, man. You can't beat it. So awesome. Like even if the rest of the game had no music, that one track alone would still be my pick. It's so awesome.
Yeah, it's a powerful score. Yeah. Excellent choice.
Well, let's check out some honorable mentions. Boy.
Okay.
Hey, did I hear you press a key, bruh, and then the audience came in? What the fuck, bruh?
It was a coincidence. I was just pressing a random key, and then the audience happened to cheer.
But what key were you pressing?
The one that's labeled polite claps and applause on my soundboard.
So, Galaxy Rushroom by Aho Games had a really kickin' OST, I guess? I don't know for sure, but the music was excellent. It was excellent, very upbeat, lo-fi kind of thing. Yeah, the main menu theme was very, very chill. It's excellent, and then the actual music that plays during the game is also very sporadic, very crazy, just like the game itself. So it was a very cool translation of gameplay into music, which I'm a fan of.
Yeah. I liked the gameplay music, especially. It's like drum and bassy kind of like reminds me of PS1, PS2 era game soundtracks.
Delta Gal, it had very, very fitting music that really complemented the game well. And it's also just enjoyable on its own, but it really lent itself well to emulating the Mega Man Legends experience.
You definitely got the town theme stuck in my head when I was wandering around and checking stuff out.
Yep, good stuff. And Polymute also had very chill tracks, very mellow I think is a more appropriate term, sounding very old school and very mysterious, which is appropriate for the game since it's very, not weird, I mean it's kind of weird in a sense, but it's very cryptic, and the music captured that crypticness well.
Yeah, kind of downbeat, kind of eclectic maybe.
And then it started to break out into death metal music, which was kind of weird and offsetting, but you know, that's just how Polymute is.
No, yeah, it's just part of the experience.
As soon as you turn into the worm, it starts playing.
So screaming like
yeah, that's exactly what happened. Check out the Indie Hunters video if you don't believe us. Or don't, and listen to us talk about music again. Whoa, bro.
Whoa, what? Different kind of music this time?
Oh, chiptune music is... Let me pull up the Wikipedia article.
Webster's Dictionary is music made with a chiptune.
Yeah, it's just music, sounds retro-y, sounds NES-y, chiptune-y. You know what chiptune music is, damn. And I think you do, because you picked I
picked Dank Tune by Jakub Wasilewski.
Oh, let me just play it real quick. So yeah, that was a pretty dank track, bro.
Agreed. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this one. Pulled this game up a few times when we recorded the episode and since then. And yeah, that track always gets stuck in my head. So I think it's really nice. It's very evocative of being in a dank tomb.
Yeah, I love the beginning part where it's very heroic and upbeat, and kind of makes me think of La Mulana's introductory track, where it too is also upbeat, kind of puts you in the mood, makes you feel like an explorer and you're going on this epic adventure. And yeah, Pico 8 music pretty much always rules, so it's a safe bet. Good Impression is my pick for best chiptune music. I feel like it's a fusion of chiptune and non-chiptune, but whatever. It's our awards show, so fuck it.
It's close enough.
I really love this track. I love the little motif that it has and reiterates every minute or so, because the track, I feel, is very clever in that as it progresses and gets down to the wire with you trying to clean your room, the music becomes more hectic and chaotic. And I like the reflection of gameplay and music conveying that sense of urgency. It takes some active composing to do something like that. You know, you can just make some music and it sounds good, but when music can complement what you're actually doing in the game, I think that's a little more special, and this game delivers on that. And these tracks were also worthy of honorable mentions.
Oh, did you play the music from?
Oh, did I? Oh, I don't. Yeah, that was some good music for Good Impression. Hey, got him. See what
Definitely.
I did there? Ho 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 ho. So, some honorable mentions we have are Christmas in the Coral Caves, Pine Creek. Oh, Christmas in the Coral Caves by Kitten Master, Pine Creek by Carmelo Electronics, and Raider Kid and the Ruby Chest by Kakareko Games. It's not any track in particular, just all the music together as a whole, I guess, to clarify.
Okay.
But Christmas in the Coral Caves was an excellent little ditty on Pico 8. Really catchy, really good. It might be the successor to My Chance Sweet Buns if I have to change my go-to music for silent games.
Wow, yeah. It's a really pleasant little track. I like it a lot.
And we got Pine Creek, which had a great OST and some really creepy tracks when the introduction scenes were going on. Really well done. Go listen to it.
Yep, it's good shit.
Yeah. Raider Kid also had a great OST going on. Embodied the exploration aspect of the game well, just like Dank Tomb.
Yep.
Really good chiptune music that sounded very much like a Game Boy. So A+ on getting it right, getting it accurate to Game Boy, I guess.
Yeah. It was really well done. Just good. Liked it.
And oh, you wanted to hear Good Impression again? Here you. I'm just kidding, haha. Though I wouldn't blame you for wanting to hear it again. But we have to move on to sound design, because it's a very underappreciated art in video games. And we need to give shout outs to our homies doing those sounds, bro. Yo.
Yeah, big ups to all of our sound homies out there. So, my favorite sound design in a game that we played in 2020.
Well, wait. So what was your least favorite sound design for
Oh, okay. Let's start from the bottom. Work my way up.
I'm
Through
kidding,
150 games.
Yeah. 143 games, if you can believe it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So anyway, so my pick for best sound design was Elec Head by Nama Takahashi.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just like the animation I was a fan of, it had some subtlety that I really appreciated, but also in the simplicity of the clank, the metal clank that you hear when the character lands, and you hear it a lot because you're jumping around all over the place. It is so well done, in my opinion. Like, it's perfect. Just so satisfying, that clunk. And there's other sounds too. When you light something up, you get a little bit of sound that comes up, and checkpoints and stuff like that. There's also great feedback in this game, and lots of attention to detail, which is always nice. But the clunk is what sealed the deal for me. It's so good.
Yep, I'd pretty much just be repeating what you said. I do also like the checkpoint sound effect, and I also like that the pause menu, the ascending and descending tone it had when you went up and down. I like that. It's a neat touch to see. And we got oh shit, Faith Chapter 2 by Airdorf.
Whoa.
Shit. My pants is what I did because goddamn. I know Faith is kind of well known for the fantastic display of horrific monsters, so it's a very impressive graphic wise, but the choice in audio is also extremely well done. I think most people know about the speak and spell voices that all the characters have, and that's really good in setting the mood of the game as being this old ass Apple II kind of game. But I also dig the ambient noises going on, and some of the sound effects that the monsters make are just so creepy. I'm just vividly recollecting the little baby you fight in the graveyard and just the shrill cry it has when it's attacking you and when it dies. It's so unsettling and very effective. Oh my god, it's fucking creepy. Alright, we're moving on. That's too fucking scary, okay? So, you know what? You read the honorable mentions, okay, bruh? Yeah. How do
Fine.
you like that?
I will, yeah, whatever. Honorable mentions are Demon Burst by Chrono, Galaxy Rushroom by Aho Games, and Vernal Edge by Matthew Martinez. Demon Burst was a homage to NES games, seemed that way to me anyway. And the sounds really evoked a couple of NES games, which the specific references elude me. But, I mean, I could probably point to, like, I don't know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or something like Kid Icarus or something like that. They've really nailed the sound effects. Like, it sounds just like an NES game. They succeeded in that respect, I think.
Agreed. Pretty much to a T. Galaxy Rushroom? Yeah, you only need to mention one sound. Blunk.
Yeah.
Really is almost all the sound effects save for your horn, which so
right. Yeah, they're just perfect.
Yeah, just perfectly simple sound effects, sound design. And Vernal Edge had some excellent sound design in the attacks, swatting at enemies, and like the swipe, very effective, but also just beating the fuck out of these enemies. Just a very meaty sound that you got going on.
Yeah, the the slashes were very satisfying, and I remember like the rapid fire had like a kind of like whatever that was. That was like satisfying too.
Yeah, it makes you feel powerful with all these attacks and stuff, and makes the game more enjoyable because of that. Damn. Big ups to my sound design homies, because, you know, it's often overlooked, much like UI, so we salute y'all.
Much love.
Yeah. So you can make a game, but then if you want to make a super Omega Poggers game, you gotta put some love into sound design. Even if it's just freesounds.org, still, it goes a long way.
Absolutely.
It goes a long way in creating an atmosphere, bro. Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas.
That's true.
Well, atmosphere defined by Webster Station. What's atmosphere defined by us? Just the feel the game presents, just the overall vibe the game has about it. That's what we're talking about here.
Yeah, I like to think of it like how much the game pulls you in and grabs a hold of you and keeps you in its world. And there's definitely games that we play on Indie Hunters that do that to me. There's others that I'm completely like not immersed and looking at my phone or looking at my cat or whatever. But the picks for this category are I was definitely fully immersed. And so my pick for best atmosphere in 2020 was Electric Highways by Zpovati.
Yeah, boy, yeah.
I think its main goal is to immerse you, you know, looking at the premise where you're kind of just putting on a headset and going into these worlds. They want you to feel like you're doing that. And in my mind, they succeeded. The music, the look of everything pulls it all together, and it really made me feel like I was in a low-tech, like old 90s game, basically. Yeah, I didn't know what to expect from reading about the game, but I really enjoyed my time with it. I was fully in the game, so to speak.
That's funny, because the protagonist dude was in the game.
I know, yeah.
Damn, it's like poetry. So,
it really is, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I'd agree. It felt like such a trip, a dream. So immersed in the world I was, as Yoda would put it. But yeah, also the mysterious aura that surrounds the whole game, it kept me hooked till the end, thinking about where's this game going? How's it going to end? What's it going to wrap up with? And pretty effective at keeping me immersed and creating this just very mysterious atmosphere.
Yeah, very surreal. I would say it might be a good word to describe it.
Mm-hmm. And my pick was Curse 2 by Disaster Squad. The name seems familiar. Might have mentioned it once or twice.
Maybe.
I think the best way to describe the atmosphere is you're just driving to your next destination and you hear nothing but just the hum of your engine in your truck. You reach a crossroads and you just hear the truck idling there. No music, nothing like that going on. It's just you out alone in this creepy dark world. And to me that's really fucking effective. You know, it's not to say all the other stuff didn't add to the atmosphere, but those driving sequences were so... I mean, it seems ridiculous to say, oh yeah, you know, just sitting in your fucking truck, just thinking about stuff. Just sitting in your truck, jerking off, doing nothing. But, oh man, when you do it so much in the game, it becomes like part of the experience and something you just kind of enjoy because you're stuck there, you're driving there, and it's all just creepy and foreboding.
Yeah, even the mundane things can bring you in, because I mean, what are our lives but mundane? You know, there's probably exciting things that happen to most people in between the mundane stuff, but it's a lot of mundane stuff for most people, I would imagine. And that's like the the empty space that occupies, you know, the major events, and but those are important too. The emptiness is just as important as the other things. So for a good atmosphere, you need that sort of banal parts of the game too.
And speaking of atmosphere, we have these atmospheric games, bro.
Nice picks.
Pulchrivermis Re by Paragon Earth, Art School by Glanderco, and A Short Hike by Adam G. Ryu, bro. So Pulchrivermis, kind of touched upon it already, but you're in this empty castle, pretty much empty. It has a similar effect like the truck in Curse 2, where the loneliness takes over as the atmosphere, and it kind of puts you on edge, thinking what could possibly happen, and you're just wandering around alone. Part of the atmosphere comes from the lack of music, which some people may or may not enjoy. They might think, oh, hey, where's the music? But to me, it only enhances the feeling you get of this uneasiness as you explore and wander around, and get blown the fuck out eventually by something. Something's gonna get you.
I would agree, yeah. It's like when your imagination starts doing most of the work, and you're just like, oh, what's going to be over there? What's going to be in here? You know, that's when you really get pulled into a game, when you don't know what's going to happen, and you're creating these situations in your mind.
You know what? Art School is kind of a similar tale, where you're just all alone in this bizarre world, and
yeah.
It's like you survived the apocalypse or something, and you're just a little dude wandering around.
Yeah, it's like he finally got accepted into art school, but it's this like nightmare realm of like some AI and some like weird 3D primitive shapes, you know, and some like hellscape basically. Yeah,
just surreal, and I guess loneliness goes a long way in creating an atmosphere that you get immersed in. I guess when you're just sitting playing a game, you're kind of just alone, and it does like some telekinetic connection to the character in the game. And you feel this, you're a dot, you're a speck in the universe, just wandering around. But it's enjoyable. It's not as miserable as it sounds, I guess. These are very gloomy atmospheres. Oh, but hey, A Short Hike, that's a not gloomy atmosphere game. Holy shit.
That's true, yeah. It is a very, very pleasant little mountain community that you can bop around in, fly around, and really just get into.
Very cheery, very lighthearted, very funny, all created by the characters. The warm palette the game has, less so in the mountain parts, but the beach side you got going on, and the autumnal colors the game has, it's all very pleasing and very much not desolate like the other games.
That's true.
It's full of life, and it's a nice cozy atmosphere the game has. Very cozy.
Definitely.
The others not so cozy.
Yeah, true.
Well, maybe there's some weird coziness in being alone, sitting in your truck, or sitting in art school world alone doing your art.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm sure somebody could enjoy that.
Some sort of melancholy enjoyment from just sitting doing nothing.
Yeah.
On a similar note, we have Best Environment, which is level design, but not in a technical sense. Just the environments that really stood out, capture your eyes, capture your hearts, your your love of video games. I don't know. What was your
I hear just saying, yeah. They could tickle your imagination and make you say, wow, what if this place existed? That'd be cool. Yeah, we got some good picks to go through, but my pick for best environment was Umurangi Generation by Origame Digital.
It's pronounced Origame Digital.
So yeah, Umurangi Generation had a very stylized look to it, but in what we played, it was like a relatively small map that you could walk around, and it had some verticality to it, some different levels that you could explore. It was very like dense. All the interesting things and characters were packed all around. You could look at any corner and there's something interesting there, and it all adds to the world that it's building, which I really liked.
Yeah, dense is a very, very apt way to put it, and I guess that's kind of by design because it's a photography game. It's kind of funny that a rooftop of all places, because it's so small, compact, and everybody's kind of just stuck up here, it creates a very cozy environment that also is very fresh and poppin' with its art style. But yeah, it was weirdly cozy, that rooftop. Just getting to know everything and its place on there, and checking out the people there, checking out the penguin, and jumping off it.
Yeah, hey, that's fun too.
So, you're not going to ask me what my pick was? Okay, fine.
Hey bro, what was your pick for best environment in 2020?
I'm glad you asked.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So my pick was Lo-Fi Room by Bear Mask Studios. Kind of for similar reasons as Umurangi. A very dense environment, and very, very cozy. Just a little scene you'd want to plop into for a minute, or whatever that art prompt was from art school. A little scene. Yeah.
Just a little scene. Just a little one.
And so much going on. You got books and instruments and cats and beanbag chair and all very colorful. Very, very lo-fi, bro, I must say. I'm a lo-fi dude.
It's very apropos to the lo-fi community.
I'm actually kind of grateful it isn't lo-fi. You know, when you think of lo-fi art, this is more like a hand-drawn, normal colored. It's not teal and pink and shit. Normal, which is good. But you can have the lo-fi music in there, and it's chill beats to environment too.
Yeah, I love the background illustrations. They're very nice. Reminds me of some books I read as a youngster or something like that. Very, very nice to look at.
Oh, but oh, there is no but.
No.
But there is honorable mentions. Got him.
Oh.
Fish Market by Grace Bruxner. Shoes Garden by Blunderboffins, and Tokyo Snap by Cozy Game Pals. And Fish Market is literally an environment. That is how the game is described on the itch.io page. And I think it's an apt description because that is what it is. You're just plopped into this environment and you soak it in. You explore, you see stuff, and you enjoy it. You enrich your life by going to the fish market.
Exactly. Yeah, it's all got attention to detail. You can tell Grace Bruxner put every little joke in there and probably laughing all along the way.
Yeah, laughing at all those copyright claims get dunked on. Oh, damn.
It is pretty funny if you think about it.
Well, the next environment needs to have a song that'll get your video pulled. Like, not just copyright claimed, but copyright strike.
Yeah, super illegal song.
Yeah. What would that even be?
I don't know. What's like the #1 song on YouTube? Whatever that is, probably.
Despacito.
Yeah, there you go.
That could work. I could see that in a Grace Bruxner environment.
There you go.
You smell that? You smell the roses, bruh, in Shoes Garden?
I could smell them, dude.
Well, did you smell the environment?
Yeah, of course.
No, it's just very crazy, colorful, chaotic planets. that you can travel to. A lot of them. A lot of variety there. Just very chill, very pleasing to the eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Pleasant planets and asteroids and space look pretty good. Yep. That's all you gotta say.
And Tokyo Snap. Yeah, Tokyo Snap. It was just the demo, but the city you were put into was had very fresh art, very cool. I like that it was very hectic too, with people walking every which way. You trying to find these fashionistas on the street. So it was a pretty neat environment to see.
Yeah, it's very clean, very trendy. Just the look of the whole thing was really nice.
Yeah, kind of minimalist, but in a very fetching way. And there was a traffic cone there that I took a picture of and got 0 points for that picture, so that's pretty fucked up. But,
yeah, I mean, the followers just didn't seem to flock to that photo for some reason.
Oh, maybe if I post a math problem on Insta, I'll get more followers.
Maybe.
Only 30% of people will understand this math problem. 2 plus 2. Speaking of that, we got best presentation, which is a very nebulous term that is the game as a whole. So it's like all of the previous categories combined into one thing, one solid thing.
Yeah, the whole package. That's what we gotta take into account with these. So my pick for the game with the best presentation in 2020 was PE Noir by Picogram.
Oh my god, there. Oh, I spoiled mine.
Oh my god, this is a travesty. That's fine. PE Noir, we talked about it a couple times already, but it's just the whole thing is really well thought out. It's all harmonious. It all goes together. It's cohesive. It seems like they put a lot of thought into how this was going to look. I loved the amount of care that they spent on it.
Absolutely not. Oh god.
Oh, what the?
Yeah, I love this game. I love that this is a weird way of describing a game, but I like that there were no questions asked about how it functioned. So when you got the UI, you knew it was a UI straight away. You weren't struggling to figure out, oh, do I click this to equip it? Do I do this to do that? You know, so many games pose these questions, and because of that, aren't the best examples of stellar presentation. But here, this feels like a legitimate game, which is a weird kind of, you know, snooty way to describe it, but it's just a game. It's a fucking game, and it rules. And it just goes without saying, it has great music, great art, great characters, great writing, yada yada. We got that already. But even stuff like the UI being so slick, and this dialogue interface being as slick as it is, just the bubbles popping up, you know where to click, everything feels so natural. Like, that is excellent presentation in my book.
One thing that strikes me, I mean, watching this clip, everything is so, like, carefully placed. It kind of reminds me of like and not to be like a film nerd or whatever, but like like a Wes Anderson movie where all these shots are like locked and like perfectly framed. Like, everything in this game is so well framed and placed, and there's not too much like chaotic energy. That's all like very deliberate, which is, it's just nice. It really looks good.
CRISPR for kids. Got him. Yeah. Just a great fucking game with excellent presentation. That, oh man, I wish this was spun off into a full-fledged 100-hour long experience on the Switch or PS4 or something.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Oh man. It wasn't even that short, but it just felt so short. I just wanted to play more of it. And that was thanks in no small part to the great presentation.
Absolutely.
So my pick for best presentation, well, you already fucking know, it's Drift Stage. Oh yeah, speaking of games I wish were actual games, funnily enough, so, yeah, this game demo rules, and, it has absolutely stellar presentation. That transition there with the loading screen of the exhaust or whatever fucking car part it is. The swipe and the UI, it's all laid out so well. Great color choice. Stellar music and art, those go without saying. Oh, and the presentation of the cars to you in that grid showcase room, excellent. The way they rotate around. Again, no questions asked about the functionality of anything. It's just great. It is great.
Yeah, this demo that they put out was like superbly crafted, and it looks amazing.
Damn. Oh yeah, and the title screen, I guess, or whatever, where you're just drifting around along a coastline, that too, superb presentation. God damn. Good shit.
Yep.
Also good shit from these fine folks. Short Hike by Adam G. Ryu, Bake Care by Ray Spark, and Tokyo Snap, again, by Cozy Game Pals. What'd you think of A Short Hike?
Well, Short Hike, it all looked really good. I know I played with the crunchy pixels. I think it was a lower resolution than King Dulce may have played it at, but I liked it. I thought it
crunchy.
I thought it complemented everything really well, especially like the font and the dialogue. I don't know. I just loved the look of that setting, and I mean all the art is just super simple shapes and perfectly chosen colors, and the way things change as you go up the mountain is very pleasant. It creates a sense of progression. You're getting higher and higher up on the mountain. So everything about it just looks really nice too.
Yeah, I also like there's no questions about functionality of anything. The menus are superbly executed, and just all around great presentation. Yeah. Game over. Yeah. So, Bake Care by Ray Spark also had excellent presentation. Everything just had a uniformity that worked well. It was great. Also, I know it was a jam game, so there isn't a whole lot of room to mess things up, but no questions about functionality, really.
That's a good point, yeah. Like, we have Short Hike, which was, much larger than most of the games we play for the most part in terms of production value. But then we have like little games like Bake Care as well. And since we're taking into account the whole package, I mean, it really doesn't matter what size of the game is, as long as it all puts the best foot forward, so to speak. And I think these games really are indicative of that. They both really, Short Hike and Bake Care both really did a great job with what they had.
Yes, and so did Tokyo Snap with a very chic UI. Very good looking. And I liked how well the music complemented the art style too. Very, I don't know what the fuck you'd call it, but it's just very fresh, refreshing. It's like drinking a cool glass of water, just slurping that shit. Is that what I do? Is just weird similes from now on?
I mean, that's fine, as long as, you're not just saying, oh, this is cool and good, and this is also cool and also good. Yeah.
This was like a glass of water. This was like a glass of water.
This is also like a glass of water. With lemon.
Lemon. This was like a glass of soda. Very poppin'. Oh, damn.
Nice.
But yeah, great presentation. Also no questions about functionality. I harp on that a lot, but it's nice to see when a game is naturally gamey. Where it just comes naturally to you what to do, what to press. And that is a very hard thing to pull off.
Yeah. Deceptively so. You might think it's easy if you're not used to making games, but it actually is really hard.
So hard. You know what else is hard?
What? Tell me.
Making... yeah, that too. Making a good-looking page on Itch.io, man.
Oh, true.
I say Itch.io, it also applies to Game Jolt and to Steam. But with those latter two, you have less options for customizability and creativity, and you're kind of locked down to whatever Game Jolt and Steam want your page to look like. So on Steam, you just have to have a blue page, fuck it. Game Jolt, your page has to be green and gray.
Yeah, it's kind of, it's, you know, it's whatever. I mean, I guess they want to make everything have kind of a similar look on their site to help their branding, or I don't know why they would do it, but it's we like looking at the itch.io pages because they have that freedom of creativity, and we like to select the best ones and then give them some praise for making a really nice looking page.
Yeah, to the people who do not just create a white page, we salute thee, starting with Phobos's pick, which is...
My pick is Which Way by Andrew Gleason.
Which way is which, bruh?
Well, let me tell you, it's witch. It's about a witch. That's the Which Way.
Oh, fuck. I never would have guessed.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a really, really good looking page. I love the animated background. I mean, there's a ton of GIFs on the page. It's got the title art there. It's kind of floating around. Everything's like floating, which kind of you know, reinforces the witchy powers that you get in this game.
No witchy powers.
Yeah, and also, yeah, I think you pointed it out before, the rounded corners on like everything looks just like the blocks in the game, and it's all like carefully designed. It's really amazing.
I also like the subtle detail of the background and borders to the page slowly going upward. Oh man, really well designed. And yo, get those comments out of here, bro. We don't want those detracting from an awesome page.
Yeah. We should say that I mean, page is really just there to sell you the game. It's part of the marketing aspect of it, but there's an artistry in it, making a good page, I think. So we like to look at the ones that take the time to make it look great.
Yes, indeedy, like the page I picked, which was yo, Art Equat Artseta, bruh.
Yeah.
Demon's Nightmare, which is excellent page. It's simple, but the execution is so tight, done so well. I'm struggling to come up with the words, but it's just so clean and done with so much intention. The small little Japanese subtitles above the paragraph headers, and the paragraph headers being in a old school serif font, which lends itself to the old school vibe the game is trying to evoke. I love the signature at the bottom.
Yes.
Just like certifying this game, like, yeah, get wrecked.
Yeah, it's wild. It's just everything about the game, really. It's just amazing.
And usually I like comments on a page, but I like here too. It's just the developer's voice being heard. They're explaining the game, and then you can download it or not. It's left to you. No comments to distract. Great title art at the top, and I like how the background blends in with the background of the page. Excellent work. Did I say it was excellent work? I think I did. Yes. Well, also excellent work by these honorable mentions, boy. Yeah. I think Raider Kid and the Ruby Chest was made by Kakareko Games.
It's interesting you say that, because I think the Dungeon Drafter was made by Monolith Studios.
And, well, I was gonna think that Sonic Dreams Collection was made by Arcane Kids, but it actually wasn't. It was made by Sega, because it's totally a legit Sega prototype.
That's a good point.
So, not made by Arcane. By Sega, you know?
Oh yeah, just get that fixed.
Well, they did make the page for the game. So that is Arcane Kids doing, which, you know, we'll just take it from the bottom. That page is fucking funny as hell, and it's I love how clever it is, getting the domain hedgehog.exposed and using that, and having this backstory to the Sonic Dreams collection game about, oh, it was a prototype on a Dreamcast left in somebody's trash can or something like that, and we ripped that shit and hacked it and present it to you now for your delectation. To me, that's funny. I really enjoy that. Very unique and always sticks out in my mind.
Yeah, very smart. The ideas behind everything about that game is just really clever, for sure.
And shout out to Dungeon Drafters. Very well put together page with some great GIFs, and I love the clouds rolling in the background. Very, very subtle but very nice touch to the page. It got great title art there, and it just kind of lists the features, short and simple. Doesn't bog you down with a shitload of screenshots and other nonsense. It just says its piece and finishes.
Yep, beautifully done. Great page.
And Raider Kid and the Ruby Chest, very well done, very colorful. I really like the colors employed on this page, and the small little details like the I don't know what the hell you call it. It's a spiral, but it's square. Just all these little elements that make it feel like the ruins that you're exploring. Really nice, really well done. And yeah, Lotta Hart.
That's right. The dramatic pause.
Lotta Hart.
This is an interesting category that we've devised. I don't know. You want to try to explain it, or?
Yeah, I guess, since I came up with a dumb idea. Well, I guess we have like had a category of like Lotta Hart, but I made it Lotta Hart, like from the stupid fucking Phoenix Wright games.
Right.
So Lotta Hart is just that. Games that show a lot of heart to us. I know this is a very subjective view of the games. You know, one person might say, oh, that Game X has a lot of heart and Game Y doesn't, and the next person will say the exact opposite. So these are just our subjective choices. I mean, they're all subjective, whatever. But games we felt had a lot of heart from the developer, and a lot of love put into them, and a lot of build up to your choice, which was...
My game with a lot of heart was MacBat 64 by Siaktra.
Oh, hey, who's that in the corner? The fuck is that? Who is that?
Oh, I don't know. I think it might be the infamous Lotta Hart.
Okay, it's not that funny. Alright.
Yeah, so yeah, we want to give some recognition to the games that just seemed like they had a lot of heart. The developers cared about them, and it shows. And MacBat 64 was that for me, because this game is like a love letter to the rare platformers on the N64, for example. And it's got tons of references and a great sense of humor that reminds me of those old games. Really, all there is to it. I loved the attention to detail and the commitment, the confidence to create something that was just like those old games that the developer, I'm sure, really enjoyed, and it all came through in this game. I was like, wow, I get it.
Yep, agreed very much. I'm not very familiar with N64 or the rare collectathon games, but I can see the commitment to this art style, this type of game, and you gotta love a game if you're gonna go all out on trying to capture the feeling of the original. I guess the expression is wearing your heart on your sleeve, I guess, is the English version of Lotta Hart.
If we were to try and write our categories in English.
Lotta Hart.
I think she's a good mascot for this category, though.
Well, yeah, she's got a lot of heart, you know? She's a driven character with a lot of moxie, and don't take shit from no one, alright? I'll take a picture of fucking Nessie if I want to.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm not supposed to be there or whatever. Yeah.
So my Lotta Hart pick was Lotta Graveblood by Kojam. So, where do I begin? Well, I see the most heart in the developers' love for the characters they've created. I've explored Kojam's website and their YouTube page, and I see all this love given to Vicky and her friends in the form of a Game Boy Advance game, and they got an animated episode of the characters of Graveblood on their YouTube channel, and the creator features characters from Graveblood on the music they produce, and it's all just oh, and there's even an Instagram of Vicky. Vicky has her own Instagram.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So if that's not a lot of heart for a character you've created, I don't know what is. And you know, not to sell the other characters short, you know, big ups to IQ, my boy, holding it down in the graveyard.
Yeah, big time.
Losing your fucking blueprints, bro. God damn it. But yeah, I can see Kojam really loves Vicky and all the characters, and I can appreciate that in Graveblood the game.
Absolutely. It's definitely got a lot of heart. Excellent pick.
And a lot of heart there is. More heart to go around with these honorable mentions. Like Contract Demon by Nami, Bait Care by Racepark, and Halloween Night Ninja.
Halloween Night, The Pickled Curse by Solo Dev Kingdom.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh.
Did I not say that?
No, it was close.
It was close. Yep, so Contract Demon by Nami. Yeah, I don't know if it's fair or not to I guess I did it for Graveblood in considering like social media stuff, because I don't follow everybody on Twitter that is an Indie Hunters victim, because some people don't even have Twitters, so maybe it's an unfair advantage in the Lotta Hart category, the very hotly contested Lotta Hart category, but I can just see that Nami loves the characters she creates, and so does everybody else. There's a lot of heart from the fans too, making fan art and all this other stuff.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, a lot of heart to go around, and yeah,
that's all you gotta say. I think yeah, it's very clear the amounts of love for these characters.
Bait Care by Racepark also had a lot of heart. I think it was the devs' first foray into game development with a game jam game, so that takes a lot of heart, a lot of ambition, and you know, to make a simple, like, commit to such a simple, cute little idea that most people would brush off and say, "Wow, you're making cookies?" You know, Racepark comes in and says, "Yes, you're going to make cookies."
Yeah, like, where's the gameplay? But you know what? Sometimes gameplay is not the point. It's more about the experience, and it's got so much personality with Chippany, and the way it's all put together. You could tell it had a lot of heart when they made it.
It also had a lot of butter when I made it. It being those cookies.
Yeah. I think I made a few batches with 26 of butter or whatever.
It's just butter flavored or it's cookie flavored butter. That's
just a lump of lard, basically.
Hey, but my cookies had chips and I didn't put chips in them, bro. What the fuck?
It makes no sense if you think about it, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, I just love that about the game. It's smart. When you're in a game jam, you don't have time to make 100 different art assets, so screw it, alright?
Yeah, perfect for what it was.
Yeah, speaking of a lot of heart, getting back to that, Solo Dev Kingdom making Halloween Night Pickled Curse 2, The Revenge of Poppy. Poppy going on a pickle rampage.
Poppy's pickle rampage.
Stabbing them with the pickle.
I turned myself into a pickle. I'm Pickle Poppy.
Oh my god. Yeah, so we just got a vibe of Lotta Hart from that game. Seeing the dev take the characters put forth in the first game and bringing them back and giving them a lot of personality and whatnot. I think it's a good Lotta Hart. No, I would say that lot of heart is quite Lotta, in my opinion.
Yeah. In my estimation, there is a lot of heart.
Oh, so those were some good fucking categories, Broseph.
That's right, and we're almost at the end of our show.
Oh, what's next? Oh, a little sucky called Phobos's Top 10, which are ordered. So order matters this time around. For me, not so much, but Phobos here is going to drop the science and tell you his top 10 games overall. All the games considered. No specific categories, just raw top 10. Take it away.
Alright, these are my top 10 faves of 2020. And my number 10 was Demon's Nightmare by Emma Essa.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, I like this one a whole lot. It was reminiscent of some action games from the Genesis era. That's just going to be a theme for me. I just like games that remind me of good games that I've played in the past. I'm maybe a little nostalgic. I don't know, but that's just the way I am. But nonetheless, this game was really cool. It was just a fascinating game to analyze and everything about it. It's an amalgamation of a bunch of different sprites and ideas. It's just so crazy. I don't know. I just was really into it. I don't know. It was a really cool game. So that is my number 10. It was good. I liked it a lot. But my number 9 pick, which I liked a little better, was Which Way by Andrew Gleason.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that's right, folks. This was really fun puzzle platformer with some great style and good puzzle design that started out really easy and got pretty tricky not too long after we had started it. So yeah, it was challenging and super pleasant to look at and play. And I really hope to play more of this one in the future. I haven't beaten it yet, but I really enjoyed our time with it. So there you go. That's my number 9. And my number 8 should be no surprise to a lot of people. It's Galaxy Rushroom Games. Yeah, this one was just tons of fun. I could have spent probably hours just going back and forth in the galaxy trying to run these errands. And yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't get any more fun for me than constantly running into shit in space, flying around on my little Vespa or whatever. Really, really big fan of Galaxy Rushroom. Like that one a lot.
Do you like it when you're in a sign field and get fucked up, bro? Yeah. Oh.
I mean, that's fun in its own way, You might not think so, but pretty fun. But my number 7 game was Reader Kid and the Ruby Chest by Kakariko Games. And this was a really solid game. I just don't know how else to put it. It was just super fun and well put together. I mean, it if I had this, on Game Boy Color when I was a kid, I would have loved that stuff so much. I would have been happiest little kid ever. But it's just got so much to like. Just the gameplay is so tight, and it's got secrets and exploration and everything I love about these kinds of games. Raider Kid, excellent game. I loved it. Check it out if you're a fan of I guess Metroidvanias are the closest to analog, but you know, it's like platformer, side scroller, whatever you would call it.
Yeah, keep in mind this is the top 10 out of 143, so even if it's 9 or 8 on the list, it's still goddamn high up.
That's a good point. Yeah. And likewise, there are games that I liked a lot and didn't make it onto the top 10, but yeah, I would still say they're good games. But I'm just trying to tell everybody that these are the ultimate picks.
Oh, what we should do next time is order all 143. And
I guess you're right. We'll have to do a top 143 next time.
You know what? Never mind. And I'm writing that idea down.
Oh god. Anyway, so next up, my number 6 pick was Delta Gal by Artur Viator.
Delta Gal,
yeah, really good game. Or I should say it was more like a demo that we played. But what was there was super fun and super well realized. I'm not really a huge fan of Mega Man Legends. I could say I like it from what little I played, but I mean this was just a blast to jump around and just go nuts, explore. It was really fun. It seemed like they just completely nailed what they were going for with this one. So I hope that they finish it and release it and all that good stuff.
Well, it should please you to inform you that a full game is in the works.
Oh my god, I'm so happy.
Yeah. However, the demo will not be updated any more than it is already on itch.io, because
okay.
The dev is dedicating their time to making the game, so get wrecked.
Well, it's understandable.
Get wrecked.
Hey, update the demo, you fuckers. I want to play more.
Get wrecked.
So yeah, Delta Gale number 6.
Oh wait, I get owned here. Hold up. Yeah, got him.
Nice. Good job.
Good job. Alrighty.
So number 5 on my list is Polymute by Linker. And I mean, I'm not sure if I would call myself like a puzzle game guy, really. Which might be surprising because I do have Which Way on here too.
Mm-hmm.
But something about Polymute really jumped out at me in that I mean, just like Which Way, this is something that I would really like to see more of eventually. It's definitely on my short list of games to revisit. And I just loved the look of everything, the creativity of the puzzles, and just the design of the whole game. It was great. Definitely a standout game that we played.
Oh wait. Oh, the worm, yeah. That worm is racist. He only talks to other worms. What the fuck?
That's pretty fucked up. That's the world of Polymute that we live in.
He only gives tips to fellow worms. Damn. It's messed up.
Yeah. It's not cool. So my number 4 pick was Electric
Broken
Highway.
Silence. What? Oh.
By Zico Vadi.
Oh, my shit's getting fucked up by this.
Oh, yeah, the killer static. Yeah. Electric Highways was something we talked about a little bit already. I mean, we talked about all these pretty much, but it was a really, really just amazing sensory, surreal experience. I mean, normally I think I go for games that have more structured gameplay experiences, but something about this one really stood out to me and left an impression on me. It reminded me of like System Shock 2 and the feeling and that I got from the atmosphere in that game, and it's really had a lot of fun with this one.
I'm wondering, are any of our top 10s Were they not mentioned already in some previous category?
That's a good question. I'm pretty sure they're all covered in some way.
Yeah, same.
That's my number 4, Electric Highways. Oh, you know what? Number 3 actually might be the first one because it's Chiptare Woman by Paw Prints.
Oh my god, we just said that they... Well, no. Well, Chiptare was mentioned as hardest boss.
That's right. You talked about the boss. Yeah. I didn't talk about it yet. But, I mean, yeah, so this is number 3 for me, and I just freaking loved it. It was just, trying to replicate the Guitar Man experience, in a very low-res kind of way. But that was enough for me, because I just love the Guitar Man. And this one had a lot of personality, too. Like, they made a full game with Chiptare Woman, and, I mean, I would love to play that, So... what little we got here was amazing to me.
I would like to say, since we haven't had much of a chance to talk about Chiptare Woman, well, I haven't to sing its praises, but I loved the and I realized this when I wasn't pulling my hair out and capturing the footage. I love the little half stories that are used to introduce the levels. Like the last level, Chiptare Woman says, "Why have you brought me here?" And she's like, "I need your power." It's like these like small microcosms of stories that aren't fully fleshed out, but it's really neat to see that. I love that.
Yeah, it feels like a piece of a story that it's like just enough to like they don't have the time to make the whole story show up here, but like they got enough to set the mood and say, okay, level 1. It's just like a back and forth, and then that's it, and then I'm here to steal your powers. Oh, yeah. yeah. It's beautifully done. Excellent game.
Why have you brought me here?
It's just enough. Just enough. Yeah, Chiptare Woman. Great stuff. Super enjoyable, very nostalgic for me. And my number 2 pick is Dank Tomb by Jakub Wasilewski. I mean, we talked about this one quite a bit, but the visuals were very striking. I love the lighting and stuff in this game. Other than that, I mean, it was very, very challenging. And I don't know, something about it just kept me coming back. Just like a couple other games on this list. This is one I would really like to finish eventually. Hopefully I can get around to it someday. Yeah, just love the theme, loved everything about it. So there you have it, and here it is, the ultimate choice of my top 10.
Of just all indie hunters. Fuck
yeah,
Dulce's top 1.
Yeah, this is really the one. I mean, come on, everyone's here for my picks, honestly, but it's Xeno Gunner by Happy Frog Games. The love letter to Alien Soldier on the Genesis, but that's just fine by me because that's a great game, and so is this. And
Nerd.
Yeah, it's a really, really good action game, and I loved the creativity, and it's just fun. I don't know, it's the most fun I had, I think, in a game. That's really all that matters in these picks. So, and this is another one that I would actually like to finish.
Why don't you stream that shit, bro?
I don't know, man. Maybe I will. Maybe I will.
All right. Well, I look forward to it.
Okay. I will be sure to include you on these plans. So that's my top 10.
Good picks.
Thank you.
So, the true top 10. That was a false top 10 beforehand. That was a false god top 10. Here is the real, the truth, the true top 10.
What about the slander?
Which is not in any particular order. It's just 10 games that I liked, and, don't read into the order too much. They're just, jotted them down as they came to my mind. So, let's jump into, a game I really liked. Curse 2. Oh, shit. Whoa. Oh, surprising.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Wow, never heard of this one.
Never heard of it. Alright, look here, listen. It's a great game. It is criminally underappreciated. There need to be way more people playing this game because it fucking rules. And I've already said as much in the previous categories, so I'll just say I love the game so much I started speedrunning it many months back. I've been bad about getting back to that, but I do plan to return to it sometime. I love pretty much everything about this game. Love the characters, love the art style. Although with the art style, I think the devs should keep at it. I don't know. Just keep at it.
Yeah, that's true.
Developer needs to keep at it.
Whoever the developer is, they need to keep at it.
If the developer happens to be listening at this very moment, keep at it.
Keep at it.
But yeah, memes aside, great game. Some of my favorite moments from the game, I remember quite vividly. I had got the health spell, the healing spell, and I had the magic required to use it in battle. And I was exploring the barn, and I had the shotgun, and I came across my first boss with the shell baby, and it was a creepy fucking boss, and I was fighting it, and the epic music playing. It's so memorable, and just like charging your health with your hand with that clenched fist, and you got your shotgun in your other hand, you just feel like a badass. And that's this game in a nutshell, badass. And I look forward to the sequel coming out. I'm sure it'll be equally as badass, if not more. And yeah, just awesome. Awesome shit. And another game that was a favorite of mine was Demon Detective Gaiden 2 by Yao. Really loved this game, fell in love with it when we first played it on Indie Hunters. Loved how responsive the controls were, loved everything about it, loved its kind of hokey humor and the weird zany characters you get to play as. Love the Prinny squad they got there. As a fan of Disgaea. And just great fun. Great fun as a single player game, great fun as a co-op game. It's just a excellent fucking game. You should all run out and buy it right now. Right now.
Solid fucking game.
Solid. Metal Gear Solid? Oh, you just happened to activate my third favorite game.
Oh my
Metal
god.
Gear Solid. Hideo Kojima.
Oh my god.
No, this is better than that. So, Poker Vermis 3 by Paragon Earth is, such a great improvement over the first, which was a great game in its own right, but man, oh man, does it look, so much better with these wall textures and the better models, and you get to see Pulchra, or Vermis, I mean, my bad. Is Pulchra like a different character? Is that who you are, and it's like Pulchra Vermis? Maybe.
Be.
Shit. Better untextured Fat Man. He's actually textured, so big ups. More elaborate puzzles. It's like you took one of my favorite games and just made it better, so that's a win in my book. But it's not so vastly different that it's alienating and it just becomes a whole different game. It's still Pulchra Vermis at heart with a fresh coat of paint. But like you said, my only gripe with it is that it did not feature Vermis sitting down eating a hot dog as an idle animation.
Yeah, it's a real shame.
What game does that? If any.
I don't know.
It's just eating a hot dog.
Yeah. It's a good idea. Sonic should do it. He loves chili dogs, supposedly.
True. Well, he's too busy running around all fast and stuff to bother with that. Bother with eating.
I guess. Yeah.
He'd take his food to go.
Yeah.
Going to my another pick. Short Hike. By Adam. Adam Grew is a fantastic little game. Love it. Even if I'm, callous and heartless and don't appreciate the the touching moment with Mom on the tippy top of Mount Fuck. But I enjoyed every other aspect, so, goddamn. 99% perfect is pretty damn good in my book. What haven't I said? I love Claire, I love the model. Just this bug-eyed Not a penguin. Bird. Bug-eyed bird flying around.
Yeah.
Fun to fly around and fuck around. Explorations. Yeah, we've said as much. Just a great game.
Yeah.
Excelente. Dab. A dab. Dab salute to, to Adam. Another game I really liked was Art School by Glander Co. Just bizarre. I think we've said that as much, so let me think. I love the design of the little dude you play as. And, well, I say dude, but I call everything a little dude. But it's, I like that it's androgynous and could be a male or a female, so it doesn't alienate male or female players. Pretty good. Pretty good character design. I like it. I do love the zany fucking color selection it has. As a fan of vaporwavy shit. And I think it's maybe not like a unique premise of like having a drawing tablet in a game, but I appreciate games that inspire people to be creative. You know, giving you these prompts, letting your imagination run wild. I think we need more of that in video games. And yeah, I drew some pretty awful pictures in it, so that was poggers. Yeah, I drew some happy yellow dudes sitting in a house during lockdown, quarantine. He was quarantining, social distancing in his house.
Yeah,
playing a Switch, playing Animal Crossing on a Switch. Good shit.
Yep.
So another game I really liked was Shoes Garden by Blunderboffins. Just a fun thing. I really enjoyed it much more than I thought I would. Like, when he first gave me the game, I was like, bro, what the fuck is this? But then I got it, and I jived with it. It was really fun, and I think we played it for hour and a half or something, 2 hours, like. But it was enjoyable the whole time through. Flappy.
Yeah.
Really love the characters. Love Flappy. Love Regal Giraffe. Probably my favorite. Love the whole Shoes family going on, and just a cozy treat of a game. I also love the secret mode you can unlock where you go into a first-person shooter and you're shooting up people's Regal Giraffe.
Oh yeah, that's really fun.
This game is a prime candidate for that idea I had during a short hike where it's a cute, cozy game, and then something triggers it to turn into Doom all of a sudden. So another game I really liked was Good Impression by Elian. It was, man, it was just so fun. And part of the fun came from the pressure of being only 3 minutes. But because of that, because of how short a run is, it really enticed me to try and better my time, better my letter grade with Mom, and really strive for that perfect grade. It was a good game, and it has really good pixel art. I'm really attracted to this pixel art. I don't know if SNES would describe it, I guess, kind of. Yeah, really good. And another kind of weird thing I enjoy about it is the framing of the game, where it's all like presented in this square you got here. I don't know, it just feels kind of cohesive in that way, rather than stretching the thing to the whole screen. And yeah, really good fun, really great music. I think we talked about that. We did. That's the joke. Please clap. That wasn't clapping. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Thanks for nothing. So another game I really liked was okay, shut it. Damn. Jeez. Y'all are... Yeah. So, another game I loved was Christmas in the Corals by Kitten Master. Just a cute, fun little game that just brings a smile to your face. Oh, so you should give it to any Scrooges that you encounter during the holiday season, and then they play it, and it pulls the stick out of their ass, because, you know, you can't go when you see 5 mittens on a starfish. You can't do that. It's impossible.
Excellent idea.
Yeah, see? Yeah, the Grinch should have just played this and he wouldn't have been such an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Santa needs to give out more Pico 8 consoles for Christmas. Really cute, good music, good graphics, yada yada. Like, damn, bro. It's like, damn. Oh,
It's like, damn.
P Noir, another game with good graphics, good music, blah blah blah. Yeah, we get it. So, something new I could say about it. Really just dug the atmosphere about it. About being a detective and trying to get to the bottom of this mystery you've been assigned to. Really loved all the witty dialogue, and I loved the narrative design of the environments. Like right here's a good example of melt good. Such a bizarre world it presents, and like the gelatin just sitting there, it's like, yeah, okay, what the fuck?
yeah, it's also like deliberate. It's very, very funny.
Yeah, it's like sometimes non sequitur, like that fucking garden. It's just like a garden bed in the lunch area.
Yeah.
Like, what the shit is that about? CRISPR for kids? Why the fuck is that even there? It's all just silly and random, and it's great. Love it.
Yep.
And, yeah, I loved what you could do with the frog pencil. It was pretty neat to use that in the game. Yeah,
me too.
And, the final game I loved from this year, all the other games I hated, that was a joke, hahaha, is Noodle Blaster by Carebot Games. This game was, man, amazing. Legendary, in a word. Just the graphics were so mind-boggling. It's hard to believe it wasn't a PS5 game, and that it was just a game on itch.io. Pretty crazy. I thought I was playing a PS5.
I felt like I was transported into another, not only a future, but also a different dimension.
And the music was just superb. 10 out of 10. That OST was banging, but it was also mellow, but it was also upbeat, but it also had a little bit of classical mixed in.
Yeah, upbeat and downbeat simultaneously.
Yeah, it's a feat to pull that off. Also had a little bit of techno and reggae fusion. Don't ask how that works, it just did it. Also, the gameplay can't even be described. It was so fun. I was enjoying it the whole time. Amazing. 10 out of 10. You gotta play it. You gotta play it.
It's the most fun that has ever been put into a game.
Yeah, and the critics agree. It has 10 million reviews, all 6 stars on itch.io. Yes, it was the first game to receive 6 stars on itch.io, not the 5.
Mm-hmm.
It's going above and beyond. And I recommend you play it. Noodle Blaster by Carebot Games on itch.io. Check it out. Amazing.
Can't wait to can't wait for everyone to check it out.
Oh my shit. Oh, the media was offline the whole time? Oh my god, bro. What the fuck? You didn't say anything. Oh my god. Well, now
I don't know how streaming works. I thought they could see it. I don't know.
Now they're all gonna think I'm lying and exaggerating. A big liar exaggerator.
Well, you could just fix it right now, right?
No, we don't have time for that. So, thank you all for watching, for indulging this, 9-hour stream?
Yeah, pretty much.
It was quite the trip, but I really enjoyed the opportunity to talk about these games once more, because you play the game on Indie Hunters, you have your initial reactions, but sometimes they may be different or just reinforced from time spent thinking about the game, digesting it. So it's a nice thing to have this opportunity to talk about some of the games once more.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time over the time that we've been doing Indie Hunters. We played all these games and we've talked about them while we're playing them, and it's good to reflect and see what worked, what didn't, and give praise to the ones that really enriched our gaming lives. I think that's my favorite part about it.
Yep, well said. And if nothing else, it just serves as a reminder to check out all these amazing games. And, long live indie gaming, bruh. Hell yeah.
Big ups. Long live it.
Indie games for life. Well, what's a triumphant, brandish song I can play for the end? This is saying good. Oh, you know what? I got you, fam.
Right.
This is the best brandish song. Oh no, that's not it. Oh, is it? Oh my fucking god. Granted? Oh, fart. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so indie games, they rule. We're out of this bitch. Catch y'all in 2021. Oh wait, you already did because it's 2021. Oh my god. Whoa, this dude is, yeah, keep it coming. Thank y'all for watching, and we'll see you, yeah, you know, whenever.
Bye.
Oh, they can still hear us. Oh, that's pretty awkward, bro. Oh, shit.
What the
fuck? I was letting the music play out, and the mics are like, what the fuck, dude? Oh, you don't even know what song I'm playing. I'm playing the Sonic 2 credits theme.
Oh, nice.
Hey, no boinging over here. Yeah, give it up for Sonic, am I right? Best indie game ever. Oh, alright, okay, I'll pull out my own little sucky board and start playing some sound effects. Let's see what I got. Oh, fart sounds? That sounds pretty dank. Just
Sucky my demonetize this video. I don't give a fuck. I'm a red soda, man.
If you want an explanation, rewind the stream. I can explain myself at that time.
Okay, that's enough bullshit. Are you still alive?
I'm still here.
Okay.
I'm still alive.
You survived the sound apocalypse. Wow, bro, I can't believe you didn't pick Bobby Game in your top 10.
Well, you know, it was number 11.
Oh, okay. I see. Bobby Game gets snubbed. But,
yeah.
Bruh, that is insulting. It should have been number 1. What are you saying? It better be like number 0 on your list. And it's like above number 1.
Like automatically.
It has the reserved Bobby Game spot. Oh, wait, are we live? Oh,